Crowbird says charm, but that's enough to be left for. Right, just before we go any further, we haven't had any thunder or lightning for quite literally almost a year. So, interesting voice sound that's occurred from a bird. So basically a bird has said that I'm being, claiming that I'm a rapist and had sex with children and female children, and saying that I'm being knife dead and all the rest of it. And it's also saying that you're going to be struck down with lightning and sexually abused and raped as a child when you're reborn, unbelievable, into a new life. There's no way I'm deleting that video. That's the first. Unbelievable. Just to recap on the date, it's the 18th of the 5th, 2024. That's unexpected. Unbelievable. I'll leave it there. Tall.
What you doing with that?
I was making a film of the problems of what the elite or the government are setting up in my direction.
Oh, okay.
Alright. No, I can show you. I'll show you now. Right, I've only just had time to get the camera out. So obviously hands were licked because the lady paid with card. He unconsciously didn't do it on purpose. And then the lick from the hands went on my stuff. Bird said raped her. Murder. There we are, murder. I've actually got a voice sound. I captured that one. It's very hard to get hold of voice sounds. God's very sneaky in the way it happens. It usually comes to a sudden stop. Now usually what happens now is you get like a leg where you collapse or your heart rushes or you just feel ill and come down. When I get the recordings, that is, or when I get evidence of these sorts of sounds. Crow says fuck, and I can't say what it's saying, but so I've just been in a church and someone's throwing stones out the window. Hang on, and they've broken it. Very sexual car breaking, fucking child rape, smash you and take your fucking life with a knife, shouted. Similar said, bike bell ringing to erections. Right, so it's about 3 hours ago, right, that's bikes with people shouting dead meat or something like that. So it's been cloudy for quite a lot of the day. I have to admit it's been a mixture of hazy sunshine, but there has been a lot of cloud. In total I'd say it's been about an hour and a half worth of sunshine throughout the whole of today. About 20 minutes of hazy sunshine. The rest of the day has been nice thick grey cloud. It has allowed me to take pictures, but again, it is still sunny, you know, there's still an hour and a half, 2 hours of bright weather and early for the whole of the 28th of May 2024. Right, so I just want to do a quick video because of what's happened today for the 5th of June 2024, and that's passing a very sexy lady. But before we go any further, I just want to mention some history of why I can't socialise and go to bars or clubs or anything like that. And that's because people are violent. No matter where you go, what you do, you cannot socialise in a bar or go into a cafe properly without violence taking place or chairs being thrown about or tables going everywhere, because people lose their temper these days. It wasn't until 2014 that things started to calm down in these types of places where I could socialise a bit more. But the problem we have then is people won't make friendship or get to know you unless you know them in person already,
or if you're in the mobile phone or smartphone friends list. If they don't know you or haven't known you from school days, they don't want to know you and tell you that you have to go with someone in your family or someone that you know in person. So that's the first thing that's a problem. But there was a bit of good news, but it went into bad news. I've just passed a very sexy lady. She's about my height and she's wearing pyjama type clothing. She's very sexy, should I say, and she has sort of brownie type skin, but she is a white person. She's medium build, and she has, I don't know if it's black hair or dark brown because I didn't take much notice of it, but it was down to her chin and circled around her whole head, but had like a sexy look to it. You know, it wasn't like down to her shoulders or very scruffy or very dry or anything like that. This was a sexy hairstyle and sexy looking face with sort of smooth curvy type body, I guess, if that's the right word to use. Well, she passed me. She was on her phone and they were having a bit of a disagreement on the phone. So she was speaking to someone because her boyfriend, aged 26, has dumped her, and saying that her boyfriend has found a younger aged lady who's a blonde girl that's just turned 18, and they just got in a relationship last week. After that, when she walked up this track a little bit further to where I'm actually walking at the moment, she started saying that she's got nothing to please her in the evenings, and basically using the expression that she wants sex and can't get it, basically. So I thought to myself, well, I'm 43 years of age and I've not been able to get sex full stop right through my whole life. But anyway, about 10 minutes later, while I'm down here waiting for the bus, she returns back in my direction. So I thought it was a good time to say alright, you know, I thought it was polite to say alright, and I thought I knew she was single. She didn't take much notice of me initially, but as I said alright to her, when I passed her, she basically said that I'm sad and that you're very old and that I'm not interested. So she basically must have heard or known of what... Sorry, I should have got that wrong then. But she must have knew that I heard what she said on her phone, and that is why she's suspecting that I said alright to her. But it looks like even at the age of 30 to 35 is a problem when it comes to that specific lady. So that's through as well. Finally, I forgot to mention that I can't go to bars or clubs anyway, or cafes that often, because too many people are mistaking me as Savenne. So between 2014, when things calmed down, when we reached 2016, people were starting to mistake me as Savenne everywhere. So it's made it very difficult to socialise. Thanks for listening. Although it's a blue gun looking timed, it doesn't smell like a catalytic converter. It has a nice proper exhaust to it. However, I'm joking about, but we've got to get a bit sinister because there's been a white sexual car and a couple of black and blue cars. Right, so I'm being choked by catalytic converter, black and blue cars, monster cars, black sexual car after a monster car, ripping you to fucking pieces t-shirt, and I've forgotten what the rest is, and about 50 more cars in a choking catalytic converter. But always in a black, black, white, black and blue, white pattern. There's also been a knife-shaped car. And they're fucking belting that drain cover over as well. That's been hit over about 50 times, plus by vehicles that have passed. Bradford's lorry and blue sexual car, so they're trying to hit Sadie down there again with all these stupid sellouts. My sexual impulse goes through my penis causing an erection, so they need to time a motorbike, but then they time a jam van with a blood drip on there, splashed drip. No, I'm not wrong with the setup either, because they've just timed a Sadie car, and then another Bradford's van and a white and grey car and a red car. Sloppy kissing. Now the setups are getting nasty. Right, so we've had, just find out where I'm paying for it, Sadie car, no sex sticker in the car, so cherry, white and red car, RNE, Fathers for Justice, smashed head looking vehicle, smashed blood and sharp broken glass looking vehicle, monster car, two blue cars, another blue car, white and blue sexual night car, blue white, birder, plural to murder lord, a green van, A-G-R-I-I, white car and blue car, and a van which just passed but I couldn't see what it was. It definitely had a word I recognised as being negative from the appearance of the van. Right, tip of the iceberg van, start van, it says S-T-A-R-T on the side of it. War van, spelled W-A-R-R on the side of it. Yes van, spelled Y-E-S-S. Sadie car, S-A-D-I-E, the same version of Sadie Dander, and 100 black and blue cars, right, sick or whatever. Right, the bus is broken down that I'm on. So yeah, the bus is broken down. And I got chilled on me. Duffields. There's a load of other stuff that's just occurred. It's been a toilet block van, Somerset Ways Partnership, child rakers van, public, just mention that, police car, Falcon van, TPS van, Sadie car, and Just van, and white and sick colour car. Right, penis shoots up, so there's a load more motorbikes. Then there's a Hopkins lorry, and then there's a row of 20 motorbikes tied to one direction. An MDM van, a Rings van, Oh Dear car, Sadie car again, black central car, orange central car, penis up to motorbike tied again. Same again, time to an erection, bike angled up, bicycle that is this time. Helio van, Happy Days van, penis up next motorbike. I don't consider it being appropriate saying what I need to say on the bus with people on there, but they're really pushing it with the setups, I'll tell you. So we have our Bamfords, timed black and blue, not a load of it, about 100 black and blue cars because they're on a diversion. Tied to an erection, more bikes. I'm photographed with an evil pose. Delivering 100 years lorry, John Pounder van timed, and there's something else just last forgotten what it is. DX and direct van. Government firing on all fucking cylinders, getting nasty as fucking anything as they fucking possibly can with electric signs. Black and fucking blues are like fucking city white down the street, fucking evil bastards, grey white, all the creating God's doing it, they're not doing it. Fucking sick white, yeah. You're fucking evil as fuck, Christ. Right, black and blue cars, lots more, sick white, 100 plus blue cars, hard willies, so next motorbike, penis up bike, angled up me, penis up bike, timed and angled up me, penis up bike, angled and timed up me again, penis up bike, angled and twisted up me with two bikes. Mike, well, I can't say the name of the van, but it's your I lost it. It's something is your man van. Right. Next, bicycle tied to erection. Lady with green hair on a bike tied to an erection, and pink second design bicycle tied to an erection, timed. Grey sexual car, blue PLW van. Someone mistakes me as a nickname Tiger, says, "Hey Tiger, fucking lost your brain, smash your fucking head in." Right, setups are turning really fucking nasty, so someone mistakes me as Savan. Smash your fucking head off, inject you a HIV knife you down. Rough person timed, two rough people timed. So, forced to step in sec. Slip on the fucking path now, Christ, you evil cunt. So yeah, I've got to slip into the fucking road, twist my ankle on the path when there's oncoming cars, and how the cars move. Yeah, you're fucking twisted, you cunt. So black and blue fucking sick, boner and bike. Two rough people timed, cell call at me, a sick white, and what I just mentioned. Baby adder snake has just tried to, took a strike at me, but obviously it's too far away to strike me, but it did go to strike me. The age van, 410 van. More donut brain fucking action taken against me. Elisa Pike look light in my direction. Sadie car yet again, and a cheering van. And in the mints there's been about 200 cars set up, 80% to every car on the road in a black and blue sectional. And it has included the knife and the gun shape in the mints. The camera battery went flat, so I didn't actually manage to complete what I wanted to fucking say. Right, so the next thing is whistles. Sex is the problem. T-shirt. It's a white T-shirt. Someone's wearing a Street Fighter Not the Street Fighter Turbo, but it's a Street Fighter top, which is the same, basically the same top without Turbo written on it, which is a computer game for the Super Nintendo, basically that Street Fighter. So then we have a Skull and Bones top, an SEX top, which is S.E.X. No chance van. Think Amy car. And then we've got a car with a double bell alarm clock being smashed with a mallet by a cartoon character. And on the clock face it says just in time. My name's Justin, so it's not a good suggestion. And also the glass is broken on the clock face where it's being smashed with a mallet. And there's also bits flying from the alarm clock where it's been smashed. So there's a picture on a vehicle basically. Life Means Life car, robbery looking van, a gangster type jumper saying smash your brains out or something like that, or smash your brains in you tearaway. It said one of those things, I can't remember which. Sadie car yet again, got a problem jumper, so it says got a problem. It's a blue jumper with white writing and then it's got a question mark. Then you've got a rubble smasher vehicle, and then obviously on that rubble smasher vehicle, that's what it actually says as well. So it's a rubble smasher, yeah. Waiting for you to be burgled, taken off the internet before everyone kicks off and has their say, you fucking paedophile said. Car timed out a road slightly, trying to smash me up from behind as I almost crossed over. Rather than being done as I walk towards the car, it's done in a slideway from behind, so I just passed the area where you can see, so I nearly got hit by that. And then there was an overhanging trailer on the corner trying to rip my legs off straight after that. Then there's 3 rough people in my direction. When I look behind, there's 2 rough people on one side, 2 rough people on the other side on both sides of the road, and both of them are sort of mistaking me as a van, so I put my foot down and walk forwards. One person on one side of the road in front of me and another person on the other side with a person just behind that, all rough people, stopped me going anywhere, so I'm sort of trapped. So I just walked past one of them. There was no problems when I walked past that one person, and now I need to get the other sheet. On this sheet we have Grannies for You van. That's Grannies, the number 4 and the number U, which is a vehicle that takes grannies on day trips out. A Fathers for Your Pleasure lorry, which is a fairground lorry. You've Earned It van, that's a black van with orangey, yeah, I think it's some form of coloury, light colour writing on it. Prepare for Work van, I've not seen that van for a long time. In actual fact, I've not seen that van for over 5 years. After that you've got Easy Solution van. Someone's carrying a computer game that says Making a Kill. Then there's a couple of threats to say going to smash you in, child abuser. And then in brief, coming back, roughly 200 more cars to 250 cars with drain covers hit over. 7 malicious threats, which included people photographing me, someone mistaking me as Sven, anything from injecting me with a HIV needle to smashing me in with a knife, to bashing my fucking brains out, to fucking going into a punch up and to smash me up and to bash my fucking brains out and put me in a hospital bed, or to smash my fucking head off with fists or whatever. So it got quite nasty walking back. And then there's roughly 10 to 15 loud bikes tied to an erection as well. Once back home, there's a load of animal voice sounds, so dogs barking saying you did rape Sadie and you're being knifed dead, you're a child rapist or a child molester, Justin. And going to the fire of hell, or saying God's turned against you for things that I've never done, and claiming that I've had sex with Stephanie, saying I'm going to the fire of hell for doing that when I've never had sex with Stephanie. To a couple of threats outside to smash her and child molester being knifed with injector HIV and being knifed. And then obviously there's a few people banging, or someone's banging to make in sequence to threats. That's starting to get a bit bad at the moment actually. And then obviously there's a couple of more motorbikes tied to an erection on top of that. And that takes you to where we are now. I have to end the recording on this. It will get worse, but I need to end it at some point. I've had to rearrange my schedule this morning because I've just been told by staff at Supported Housing that Georgina wants to see me, who's part of the home treatment team and ATOS service. Well, I don't know what the name of the service is, because support worker, the social worker, has moved me on to this team, and I no longer have the social worker, or whatever you want to call it.
So she's moaning about 2 messages I sent, and when she phoned me she said there shouldn't be any problems at all whatsoever while you're taking medication. She said there shouldn't be problems at all, not a single problem. So I'm not very happy with the way the way things are being explained there. So they're saying when you were taking your medication, all problems stop, not just a couple of problems. The setup stop, the control force around you, and everything stops completely, including the loud bikes to erections, which the doctor, when I was living at Burnham-on-Sea, said is not connected to schizophrenia. He said everything else, he said, can be, when he looks at it in the way he has to look at it as a doctor. But he says when it comes to the loud bike issue, or people sneezing in your face, that's a physical thing that's happening. He says that's not connected to schizophrenia. That shouldn't be happening. He said that medication can help eliminate erections, but he didn't say that's caused by schizophrenia. I don't believe I even have that, but and nor do my family or anybody else. But they have to look at it that because of the threats I was experiencing when I was living up West Street in Bridgewater, next to the Palace nightclub and the Squib pub, going back in the days when I was living there. Anyway, she's getting funny about it, or someone's getting funny about it, and saying that when you're on the medication, there shouldn't be no threats, no problems, no setups, no organised force against you, no suggestions whatsoever, no loud bike issues. So I've got to wait to hear her back, and she's going to sort out a time and phone me back. So yeah, not happy about it. Incidentally, the actual walk down there was mostly black and blue cars and red, white and sick. No hard suggestion as such through lyrical wording or whatever, but about 90% heavy and 90% hard for suggestions of almost every single black and blue car being in that sort of order, a nice shaped or plunge shaped to start the day. Wet's flied in my face from coughing. There's nothing I can do about it, and that's something that the claim doesn't occur at all once you take medication. And it's alcohol timed at me. Now a phone rings at me. Radiation sharing. Now there's a sneeze at me and a double sneeze at me. Now the next call. Phone call, I mean. Times as I walk in the music shop, perverted is the first word that comes along into my ears from the music that's playing in here. Shame on you now, it's the next music. Well, I've never raped anyone. The only sex I've had is actually sex sucking the guts in and out of someone who raped me as a child, so I'm not fucking happy about it. I've got to be nailed as a sick cunt. They were doing it yesterday. Claiming that I've raped Sadie Lando, claiming that I've mooned Stephanie Jill, Stephanie Hill. We're set up to say we're ripping your fucking life apart, telling you, me, you're supposed to fancy an old granny on a Zimmer frame. We're taking your life to fucking pieces. We're going to fucking play about with you with poker sticks in a fireplace in your next life, and rip you to fucking pieces and rape your guts in and out of you as a child in your next life. That's the setups of yesterday in construction force. And like I said a few minutes ago, that not the social worker, because she's left me now. She's put me onto another organisation, the home treatment team, and those people who deal with medication to hit me off and to medicate me and to give me a taste of my own fucking medicine are telling me that if you don't take that, but no, basically they're saying you need to take that, and then there won't be a single problem whatsoever. Not a problem, not a sneeze in your face, not a loud right to erection, not a threat, not a construction force, not the music industry going against you in this way that I'm mentioning now. She said everything would be perfect. I mean, even the psychiatric doctor I had when I was at Burnham-on-Sea agreed that the loud bike issue is not connected to schizophrenia, and also said that the what else is it? Some of the setups that you got photographed are not schizophrenia either, but it's being looked at different today than it was when I was living at Burnham-on-Sea. Happens really quickly, jumping in with both feet music and How to Have Sex DVD is in a shop, and then A Time to Look Like to Someone Who Sexually Abused Me as a Child timed to an erection as well. Black timed and blue jumper timed as I come to the end of the area. I just spit talking all over the drink I buy at Costa, so got no choice to put up with that. And there's been a few threats as I walk out of there, and then one person coughing in my face, although I do have a top on the drink. Right, more crooked, 4 times, sneezed that 3 times. I've got to have 4 cell calls in my direction. radiation showing Zimmer frame signed, and 2 threats. Right, the government are making it extremely busy and fucking heavy for setups for everything, and it's not even fucking 10 AM in the fucking morning. Because a car has a catalytic converter on it that smells like vinegar, mixing stainless steel knives against garden cress, except 100 times stronger in the smell, they need to reverse a car at me while trying to drink a drink. Mike is not what it says on that van over there. Mike is my father. They need to get that right as well. Because they're being pathetic, setting up a vehicle that offends my father, so can't say what the name is. Well, I've got time to do it, I just want to update you on last night. So there's some burning... fuck's sake. Well, spit talking almost landed in my drink as people passed unexpectedly. Right, so the burning sensation went on for about 1 hour and 3/4 in total, which is a lot worse than usual. Now, I don't know whether it's caused or whether it's not. But before that, there was eye flickering. So there's like something brushed against, like flour brushed in one eye, that occurs every so often, which is very irritating. But I noticed that was occurring before the burning problem that was extremely bad before I was staying at my father's going back along. The next thing I want to mention is there's been a lot of banging in sequence to threats, anything from breaking in to smashing you up to injecting you HIV to knifing you to the floor to bashing your brains out to smashing your head off to injecting you HIV and claiming I'm a child rapist and had sex with Sadie and Stephanie, which is not true. The threats were not just banged, and there was roughly about 300 bangs in total for that evening, usually when Peter neighbour goes in the garden, so it's not being done at any other time. And most threats that were occurring were in a way where it's saying, I'm going to smash him up or bash him up, bringing that R out in the sentences. And the other thing is the what do you call it, ouch and ow being mentioned after the threats being mentioned. So like, I'm going to bash him out, he's going to the hospital bed, ow and ouch, you know, that was mentioned as well. So just wanted to sort of clarify the problems last night. In total there's about 100 lower bikes time to erections, wanking and coming right through that stage, and also going every single time going to the toilet. And then obviously I had a few animal sounds. Threats are slightly on the increase outside, and that gives you an update of last night as well. Walking from one area from the church around to the other means being sneezed at 3 times. Now it's happened a fourth time. I don't know if it was a second sneeze or whether it wasn't, but a 4th time going back around to the church after going to the rubbish bin to put my Costa drink in the bin after drinking it. You know, the container. Right, I've been in the church area roughly 10 minutes, and there's been over 200 people past me or going to one direction and the other in the last 10 minutes, which is about, well, at least twice over to the busiest I've ever known it, if not more. So, just mentioning. I'm struggling like hell to get my essay this morning because there's just too many fucking people about. Everybody's listening to what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll have to say it with people about. There's no fucking choice. Well, I just contacted someone regarding the home treatment team and the people that work for that company of helping people with mental disabilities with this medication stuff. The problem is this medication makes me very ill. I nearly died from it once, and I collapsed on the floor, but the time that I collapsed was outside Co-op at Barrow, and the 2 people that were giving me threats at the time were thinking I was Savannah and wanted to smash me in, and they were laughing as I was collapsed on the floor because the medication took hold of me in high dosages that were too dangerous for me to take. And then there's also a documentary on the internet, and there's also a commercial disc as well, that says Making a Killing, the untold story of psychotropic drugging and stuff like that. And also, not only that, but I was getting like almost heart palpitations, and I thought to myself, I'm getting a taste of my own medicine, alright? They're trying to hit me off. But obviously the doctor's not aware of this. So I told the doctor, and he agreed to drop the amount that he was giving me. And I only take certain amounts, and it makes you feel fat as well, and it's causing me to cough very bad because of the sugar levels. And when you drink alcohol as well, it's not good. But because I've mentioned just a couple of problems, which is the loud bite time to an erection and the burning problem, I haven't mentioned anything else, means that she wants to try and get me injected with a monthly injection of this medication of the highest dosage, which is going to fucking finish me off as a way to hit me off, basically. So that's what she's seeing me about today, and also messed up my plans of my initial plan of what I was doing today, so I just wanted to mention it. Right, they're increasing the level of nasty types of people in my direction at the moment. but babies in slings and pushchairs being pushed in my direction by people under the age of 30, just to stir shit basically, with suggestions to tell me that I'm a sick bastard if I look at anyone at all. Well, I've just been sneezed at a couple of times again, and also there's a blind person that's walking past as well. Luckily that blind person wasn't sneezed at, but that's the next setup. Right, so I've been photographed by a rough person as well. On this corner I've just been coughed at. Literally just about 2 seconds, if that, from when I last pushed record on it. And a cell call. I didn't manage to get it audio recorded because there's too much action around me and too many things that are going on, vehicle traffic or whatever, noise or whatever. But they only put me in a position of where someone nearly went into jail for a knife attack, having an argument as soon as I walk out the coffee morning that I visited, which I rarely go to. It slammed a car to smash into me as I walk away from almost walking in sick, and I try to avoid it. And then obviously I walk in the other direction, I see a sexual lady aged about 40 with smooth skin, and then 4 cell calls in my direction and 3 people trying to sneeze in my face. I just had to battle past 6 started vehicles with a catalytic converter on it. Right, I'm mistaken as Savan. That's him, he's been fucking smashed out, said, and then there's 2 more people walk past saying he's going to be fucking knifed and smashed in. Fucking child rapist, so there's definitely going on one today. CEX plural to sex t-shirt, bag, sorry, and then after that there's a load of Zimmer frames angled and wiggled at me in a suggestive way with seagulls going ha ha ha. Crow says knife you dead, and seagull says child molester Justin. Fire 6 cell calls in my direction, Crow saying being knife dead, beat you up Justin. Yeah, smash him out, come on head case said, and then seagull goes ha ha ha, and Crow goes ha ha ha. The seagull saying go hell Justin. Blind him with a fucking laser, you can see he's a fucking sicko said. Yep, Savan, you fucking sicko, that's his fucking sight gone said. Well, my name's not Savan, but you know, gotta put up with it. Someone nastily says that's Savan, fucking knife attack coming, and a seagull says being beat up, played with Sadie. Ha ha ha. Black, red, white, black, red, black, red. Black and blue, grey, white, knife shape, 1940s gun looking, and red sectional mixed with white on it. As if being sick, someone says, sick, just, dead, just, then goes, in that sort of way. Being knife dead, just, said as well. Seacor says, being beat up, you molested a specific name. It's a name I've never molested. And it's a name I can't say because it would cause offence and trouble. But I can't help what the Creator God's causing the animals to do. Right, the 6th of June 2024 is a sunny day. They forecasted it, but I'm just mentioning it. Right, so it's been about 300 low bites times on direction since I've been home. Going back out, knife shape, black and blue, loads of black and blue photographs of me. Another knife shape, another gun shape, 1940s, bullet looking, black sexual car. That's where we are at the moment. Absolutely belting fucking setups at me. Oh shit, oh fuck's sake, nearly get hit. Right, so it's been about 40 bikes to get in a erection. There's been about 20 sexual cars, a full load of about 400 black and blue cars with a load of other cars. Just literally walking down, it could be record breaking in fact, near enough. There's not record breaking because I know it's been more than that, but it's at the higher end. This is just a matter of just 1 minute. Well, the government are fucking chucking up, just reversing the car at me. Turn my head to avoid being sneezed at, bike smashed into my penis. Loud bike to erection. Another 100 so black and blue cars in a matter of just less than a minute. They're fucking really belting it at me. This is record breaking now, yeah. And that car's just reminding me drain covers being hit over. That's just every drain cover I passed, but that can't be helped. There's just too much action being enforced against me. Right, so I've been to the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, and something weird has been going on. So there was a little girl crying aged about 8, so I don't know what was going on there.
Also, one of the strict type of people, the more serious types of people there, was basically, if I can be punished by black and blue, capital punishment, sick white and whatever else, because the fucking action's getting heavier and heavier. Take into account it's nearly 9 PM. But anyway, going back to the story that I was mentioning, this chap was saying to another Jehovah's Witness, that chap's really a sick pervert, he's a paedophile. Because I've had a haircut, he's changed his view on me and saying I don't really like him being there. And however, basically every other person I spoke to, which is nearly all of them, are fine with me. Right, obviously it's nearly empty in here, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Grey sexual car light on angled at me. Penis shoots up an inch, bumholes her 8 times loud bike. And on top of that, at least another 100 cars in that stupid pattern of black and blue sexual and whatever. Right, 3 cars trying to smash into me, loads of black and blue sick cars, more robbery looking vehicle, a gun shaped looking, very super fast, rent-a-kill, a Lauren lookalike in fact, in the tattoo test now. It's the 7th of June 2024 and there's a lot of banging from presumably Shannon's flat because there's nobody else hardly in the building on that level anymore. So we have pedo sound made and a couple of animal voice sounds or whatever, being injected with HIV at 10 AM, more banging in sequence to threats, busting in instead from outside. So initially to go out, there's 6 started vehicles literally outside my place, black and blue cars. There's about 50, that's 50 pushchairs passed, mostly by people under the age of 25 that are pushing them, which is not a good suggestion, and about 30 cell calls. Also a Lyrica Valentine, and as I'm getting tingling itchy belly, they told a motorbike, a load of red, black and blue cars, grey, and surfboard on top of a car that is knife shaped, and an orange learner car. There is a jungle track called DJ Ron Dangerous. It's titled DJ Ron and Cannonland on Jungle Mania 3, which was released in 1995 on Telstar Records, which got in the album charts back in that time, where it only goes halfway through the track on the actual Jungle Mania 3 compilation. But if you go further into that track, there's a bit where it sounds like, makes a suggestion that you slice your wrist, and it's like agony, but it's applying that it's a baby laughing in the track, so basically it's applying that anyone's a single mother, in some ways it's, they cut their wrist, especially if there's someone that hasn't had anyone like myself. Right, there's a black sexual car that's just been timed, and vicious or demonic looking evil upside down star. Right, so the curse has it that a cell call needs to be timed nearest to me onto the bus. How fucking typical, Christ, you cunt. Right, penis up loud bike, penis up bike. Forgot what it was, but there's a cell call. Nearest to me, always, every time I'm on the bus, always. Nearest to me, black and fucking blue sick timed. Right, cell call moves nearest to me on the bus is never black and fucking blue, like, yeah, down the street. That's happened several times now. Before that, there's a load of low bikes and bikes trying to erection the car, trying to smash into the bus. But cell call every single time, there hasn't ever been a time where I've been on the bus when someone's making a cell call, there's not the nearest to me that rings, or the person on the phone is nearest to me. Always. Every time in the last 10 years, it's the nearest to me. Every time that phone goes on someone to cause radiation poisoning. Nothing I can do about it. It's all fucking corrupt and forced. It's fucked up and twisted and buffed. Right, the bus is packed, I'm literally fucking crammed up. Right, so basically the setup was, if I got off that bus, the setup would have told me to, basically it would insult my father and making a suggestion that I can't sort of really talk about. But that's what would have happened if I got off the bus and walked in the other direction, looking at the setups from behind. The government want me off the fucking bus. Let the spit from the phone go into my face, doesn't matter, you know. Why not just keep on going on, Christ? Why not keep on fucking doing it? You cunt. Nothing I can do about it. Cursed. Black magic. The bastard's fucking fallen. There's too much spit flying in my face from person on cell call, so I've had to go back into my original current position to put my fucking ear rammed into her fucking phone. What she's using is a sex phone. It's called Sex, okay? S-E-X, Christ, a smartphone. I don't know what radiation frequency she's on, but I'm getting slight burning from it, actually. Thanks to this fucking slamming fucking phones in my fucking face, I've just deleted off 3 fucking phones accidentally while trying to delete yesterday's videos on that I transferred into audio format to explain yesterday's fucking problems, which included the Zimmer frame angle that they and the enjoying sex or something like that DVD, and also I forgot what the other thing is I deleted off, and that's another setup I remember being bad. But I can't do nothing about being cursed with a fucking sex phone fucking slammed in my face, can I? Now we've got text. I don't know why we need to do this, guys. I don't know why you need to fucking ram phones in your fucking head, you cunt. You nasty, vicious fucking terror pot. You fucking fiery furnace of hell bastard. Right, spit a slide in my eye. Nothing I can do about it. Smartphone, sex phones, alright, sex into sex. Sex, nothing I can do about it. Curse with these fucking calls. I get a bit pissed off with it because it's every fucking day now. This setup, the last 5 fucking days, this setup's increased. All this malicious fucking organised force around me has got nasty as fucking anything. Now it's a dig van and sex. Yes, S-E-X, Christ, sex on a van. You fucking disease man, mentality bastard. Well, a whole load of other things have occurred. The bus is packed. Most people standing themselves out have been forced to the front of the bus now. Load of sick white cars, red, white, cheering van, and yeah, man. Forcing me off the bus, there's nothing I can do about it. The government want me off that fucking bus. Choked by catalyst. The government got me off that fucking bus. Red, white, sick, red, white, fucking sneezed in the face. Break-in threat on the bus. Willie's very high up, so bike in my direction. But the problem is, the next bike that followed that had a name on it, which will offend if I say what it is. But it is plural to the suggestion of a bike. Right, a black and blue and a sex car. Sorry about this, but I'm being choked out by a catalyst because the government have forced me off the bus. Put the fun in between your legs, okay? That's what it says on the side of the van. And now there's a bike that's just passed, tying to an erection. But there's nothing I can do about it as a government. Dog barks, child molester, child rapist, fucked Amy Weston just. Well, yeah, I've got to listen to the lies. Nothing I can do about it. It's the government that's fucking caused it. Let gas start as I pass, yeah, but I need the catalyst, you see. I need it up my nose. I need it rammed up my nose. It makes a granny suggestion. The government wants to tell me it's a granny. But since 2024, they're now twisting it as a sexual lady. Someone says, fuck your, I won't say what the name is, it's a 3-letter word. Nothing I can do about it. The government are fucking corrupt. They wanted me down here. They wanted me to have that fucking threat. They got me off that bus, of course. They are saying it again. Shag. And I won't say the word what I said after that. Nothing I can do about it. The government got me off that fucking bus using their control force, fucking crippled bastard, fucking evil, satanic, sexual slaughtering, knife axing bastards. They want me fucking hit off. They want to take the fucking piss out of me so that in my next life they can play about with me in the fucking fireplace with poker sticks, doing rituals against me and to sex suck the guts in and out of me as a fucking baby in my next life, so that I'm sexually abused as a child and stop from getting sex full stop in every life for the third life. What did I say? The government are taking the fucking piss? There's a boy on a bike with a blown up toy balloon willy that's on the front of the bike, stuck up like an erection in my direction. Listen. I didn't manage to get the threat, but something was said after that. Whether it's recorded or not, I don't know. But you're a fucking child rapist. You fucked Amy Weston, said from a house window, and that person seems to recognise me, and I've never seen that person walk past that house before. Right, so the little bastards, like I said, the government are trying to hit me off. They timed a vehicle with a large overhanging trailer to try and rip my legs off from behind. Well, it gets even better. I've forgotten my other camera, so I've got to use the camera with very scratched lens that I use for taking pictures of setups going out or doing this audio recording that I'm doing now. Oh, nothing I can do about it, is there? Fucking cursing bastard, Christ. Before I went in that fucking church, we had a blown up penis, which was on the bike in an erected way by a boy aged about 13 cycling my way, of a negative looking type of person on the bike, incidentally. When I come out of the church, what happens? God puts me into this fucking trap. So the government have taken the piss out of me to put me in a fucking trap where a boy's knees are over the handlebars, because they're straight handlebars, it's a mountain bike, and he's laying backwards in an erected way, lying on the man's tummy, or his back is on that bloke's tummy, on the bicycle that's being cycled in my direction, and I'm not very fucking happy with the suggestion they're making. Like I said, I've never been here before, but let's fucking put you to the main fucking road where there's a lot of traffic, yeah? Caught that sexual, Christ? Caught that very sexual, Christ! You fucking nasty, fucking evil, vicious cunt! God doesn't want me leaving the fucking road. Just teared the fuck into my fucking carrier bag that I'm carrying, ripping it half open. It was caught on a bramble or something on the, as I was coming down the steps to avoid setups to tell me to have sex with people that raped me as a child, basically. Or rubbing in sexuality knowing that I've never had anyone. God's just a malicious fucking evil cursing bastard. It looks like the walk I've done, I've got to go back to where I went to take the road to go around the other way, because it goes to a dead end unless you go to the main road, which I'll put your fucking nose in it and give you all this fucking shit. Well, that road shouldn't be that busy. I know what road that is. I've never walked it, but I've been there on the bus. Right, the battery went flat, but let's just go to this minute in time. So there's been 2 cars and vans, vehicles, to collide with me, and a further 20 plus vehicles doing similar while on this bit of road in the 3 minutes I've been down this specific country lane, which shouldn't be a busy country lane in fact. Then there's a Glen van. Now there's a motorbike to an erection. My willy is extremely high and my bumhole is itching very bad, so they need to time bikes, and also there's some machinery, yes. Right, so the sneaky bastards have got me on a fucking corner and tried to put a overhanging fucking trailer to smash my legs off. In actual fact, if I didn't put my fucking foot onto that hedge, my fucking legs would have been ripped off. Right, so I'm being choked out by a catalytic converter on a country lane that started. The government or the creator, God knows he can get away with it, so he's taking the fucking piss. In actual fact, this is something that could be reported, but I didn't photograph it to get the evidence, because I didn't click what it said at first, and I couldn't photograph it anyway, because the person that's wearing it's a pretty rough looking type person. Well, the t-shirt basically says to tell me to suck the cock and enjoy sex with a person's name that sexually abused me as a child. That's the best way I can put it, that's all I can say about that. There's a van that says make love and not war on the side of it. But the problem is, it's the same company that's producing the t-shirts I saw the other day when I was at Castle Kerry and walking up Barrack. So basically there's 3 t-shirts or designs that they're manufacturing commercially, so they're big companies, which is causing these 3 t-shirts to occur. One of them's make love, not war. The other one is age is just a number, is love that counts. And the third t-shirt or logo or whatever they're producing says 50 or 55 is old, but too old. But I can't remember the exact phrase or term that they use, but it's to say that if you're the age of 50, you're too old to have sex. There's nothing I can do about it because the creator's fallen. The government have caused the creator God to turn. Basically, Jehovah, Allah, Yahweh, Jesus Christ, whatever you want to fucking name it, is telling me to fuck people that raped me as a child and accusing me of raping Sadie Dando and Stephanie Hill, Stephanie Jill, whatever her surname is. And just getting aggressive about it, telling me that I'm going to the fire of hell, being ripped to fucking pieces. Well, God's already doing that without verifying the facts, so I'm not very happy. Right, the bastards are forcing me off the country lane. They're just packing it, too busy, colliding cars, and I'm being choked out by a catalytic converter. Where they timed an Amy car, failed to photograph the evidence, and then the Western van straight after, and then the Denise Flowers all together. And then there's obviously black and blue cars and sick cars and sexual cars in the mints. Then there was a Bagnall's farm van. So they're trying to say, oh, you're getting your willy bags out, oh, you're getting your ball bags out to enjoy sex with Amy Weston. But one thing we have a mistake of, they fucked up on Scooter's Night Track, they twisted that against me, so if they're going to fucking start war on that, they've got the music industry twisted against me and the media, and they've used the TV industry and music industry to try and attempt bumping me off, using child killers, rapists on TV that resemble my face to try and knock me off as far back as even 20 plus years ago. Right, so the next fucking problem we have is there was a couple of loud bikes tying to an erection after that, and then obviously when it comes to this Amy Weston, it's not replaceable because she has a face of a 16-year-old and the softest, smoothest fucking possible skin you can possibly get in a woman. She was born to be a model, she was born to be really sexy. I mean, she's actually sexier type of, I'm using that term, I'm not using the phrase that, because I'm only going by how people's minds work, how they would interpret sexual. So she'd be sexual. She's got smoother skin than Britney Spears had when she was 15 or 16 or whatever. And also, she looks like Gabby Borges, the American actress, the American singer in Texas or Pennsylvania or wherever it is she lives and does these songs. She's got smoother skin than that, and she's got a more sort of sexual looking face, a hotter attraction that people would suffer their feelings out over and bowl their guts out over. So, you know, there's not replaceable, I can tell you that. So they want to fucking start war saying that you've had Amy Weston, or to enjoy sex with Amy Weston. They've got to take into account that's all fucked up. It's not replaceable. I'm too old for it to be replaced. The nearest attraction I can get is zombie looking faces that look like tomato ketchup coming out of their mouth with rotted teeth, misted up glasses with gizmo eyes, and a face that looks like it's full of shingles, warts, and a body that looks like it's all rushed, all with red, raw body parts, and fat and unhygienic and unwashed and goofy looking, and that's it. That's all I can get at my age. God's completely fucked up, then God will never be forgiven for this. This information I'm not really supposed to give, but I'm going to give it anyway because I'm really pissed off now. I've had enough of it. I mean, I'm not going to get sex in my whole life. It's too late to have anything, so I'm just going to fucking let loose the information. Amy Weston was having sex with all the people because of Scooter's Night Record, and because she was a really sexy type person, these men, or these youngsters, were getting turned on by this Amy Weston. In total, she's had about 5,000 people. She's been with everybody on her Facebook friends list. She doesn't have that many friends now, but she used to go clubbing. She used to get off with every possible person she could get off with. She was known as a village bicycle by someone nicknamed Browner called David Bowyer. And obviously, because she has that sexual look and she enjoys the sex of men, she's got off with everybody, but she hasn't got off with me. So that's the mistake God's made. And today, I wouldn't be able to get off with her anyway because she's gone into negative attraction, and she's a single mother with a load of children. So, and even those children have probably got boyfriends now. So, you know, the creator's fucked up. All we got now is a small-minded bird saying you're being shot dead. Shot dead, tweeting shot dead. Just a couple of weeks ago I lost my temper and I smashed off the candle in the church onto the floor, losing my fucking temper because of accusations of having sex with sexual people when the only sex I've ever had in my whole life was being sexually abused as a child, and the fact that people were starting on me and there were setups. Well, the setups were bad then, but they're fucking going really aggressive at the moment. They're fucking going off the scale with the setups to the nasty it has been. This is like fucking the beginning of 2022 setups. I can tell you now, these bastards are getting nasty. These evil, vicious fucking terror parts, these fucking evil bastards, they don't give a fuck that I'm 44 years of age and that is serious when you've not had sex in your whole life. They just see you as a piece of fucking shit. They want you ripped to fucking pieces, knifed down, fucking shot dead. And then they want to fucking rip you to pieces in your next fucking life. They don't give a fuck. They got their millions and millions of pounds that they get coming in. They work with noetic science technology. They work with aliens in alien bases, and they just want humanity ripped to pieces. Why they get the privilege of having millions of pounds going into their bank account and sexually abusing and raping children. So, nothing I can do about it. That's what these evil bastards are like. And that's why this action's being set up all the time. Penis shoots up bike with flashing light and a sick white car and a sexual car. White sexual. An evil looking thing on a vehicle that makes a suggestion that we got to get evil but with full speed. So it's like a V-shaped, malicious, evil symbol, or whatever you want to call it, picture on a van, but it makes a suggestion. It's like a beastie car that wants to fire at you with a knife at speed sort of suggestion, but with the evil look in the eyes. Right, so we've had a black and blue car straight after, a motorbike tying to an erection, a black sexual car, blue sexual car with light on and white car. Even this road's busier than it is usually. Had sex with Stephanie, music played. White sexual, white sexual, white sexual, white sexual, white sexual. A yellowy orangey type car. A grey car, white sexual car, and penis up bike in my direction. Two old people have seen the stuff that I'm writing down, and they saw what was on it. As they were passing me, they were saying, everyone's had that. They're saying even the Messiah's had sex. So, just mentioning. I'm choked by a fucking catalyst. As a sneeze comes on, so I inhale, cool, get that gas down me, Christ. It's a granny, Christ, granny. The vinegary smell of rubbing two stainless steel knives against garden crest. 100, go on, go, yes, Christ. Put it down my fucking throat, fucking bastard, you. They know they can get away with setting it up. And I can tell you now, if my dad, if I mention what this van name is, my dad would go absolutely ballistic. But they know they can get away with it, so they're doing it. And car starts before I can pass, and a car reverses out at me. Right, car reverses at me, and I breathe out. Now there's another started car. Nothing I can do about it, God's turn. The road's only about 5 times heavier than it usually is. Timing cars to crush me into the side and overhanging trailers or whatever. I couldn't make out the full threat, but someone says, "You're a child rapist, you need to be in fucking jail," said from a van. I've been forced off the road. That's 5 times heavier than I've ever known it. Even when I was coming out in most days in the summer months of 2022 and 2023. I've just been eating a sandwich. Now I'm getting the government involved if I may go in hospital and get ill. So they got me off the bus this morning, unless the creator God's turned against me, and he's doing it of course. And I just bought a prawn sandwich, prawn mayo sandwich, because it's the only sandwiches they had there. And when I ate it, there's a Portuguese man o' war tentacle in the fucking mixture. I didn't eat it, but if I end up ill because there's tentacles in other parts of the sandwich I've eaten, I will not be a very fucking happy person. Right, while changing the battery in this camera because the other one went flat, I didn't realise someone was wearing a t-shirt saying the 9th of June, World Sex Day, in my direction. The very first time I discovered the 9th of June was World Sex Day was when I was looking at Olivia Binfield's Facebook channel after watching one of her things that my dad called me in to watch on Britain's Got Talent, where she was reading a poem with a snake around her neck, which was back in 2011 area. However, it wasn't until around about 2014, or slightly later on than that, that I saw her Facebook channel that revealed that piece of information. Birds just repeating, sick cunt, having a burglary, being beat up, being knifed, you're a child rapist just. I've done about 200 other sounds in the last 15 minutes I've done this, been walking basically. Right, a bird or crow is saying fuck, and I won't say what the word is, every time a loud bike occurs tying to an erection, and it's happened 7 times. Right, so I need to time another bike tying to an erection, and a sexual car, and a black and blue car. I've just been down a 2-minute part of a country lane. The maximum amount of cars I've seen on the busiest of days I've been down that road is roughly 30. Today you're looking at double that. And a few started cars in the car park as I go onto this track. So it looks like the creator God wants to take the fucking piss out of me, timing a midget granny, aged about 75, only in my direction. On the first road, there was a black and blue and a sexual car tied, followed by a tables have turned van. When I reached the next section, there was 2 sexual cars timed and a no chance van. About a minute and a half later, someone's wearing a t-shirt saying the eternal flame. A rose petal is on the floor, shaped as a love heart, and a bird or crow says, "Justin, there's no one left." 2 people piss about laughing as they pass me, saying if he has sex with a 65-year-old lady, his belly will explode. Laughing schoolgirls, and the red button van timed. I don't think I've ever seen that van before, but that's what it says. Right, a crow is just repeatedly repeating the same stuff I mentioned earlier, all this fuck whoever. Collar van spelt with a K. Right, so they're getting a bit nasty again. So we've had the rocking donkey van, the wheel of fire van, and Borden or something like that van. Roughly about 60 cars, which is about 80% suggestive. Right, it's the busiest I've known this road as well, believe it or not. They timed that Laura lookalike in my direction again, but an evil looker she passed. She's aged about 30, the person that passed me. Yeah, they don't like it because Lauren suggests sexuality for me in a way that the sun's cursed on me. So that's what they're doing, is setting up people that hate me and look like that person. Sick colour car and Bradford Sorry, they won't try and apply it. That Sadie Dando suggestion again, when I've never fucked her. Right, so there's fart smell on the bus. Now what I wanted to mention is there's school children that are wearing specific clothing, but they've designed this modern clothing to look identical to the clothing a specific lady that wears this sort of clothing wore just over a decade ago, that was a girlfriend that was put through by enemy control and government force, or the creative falling against me back at that time. But it's mainly to explain that the clothing is very similar. Right, so there's lots of fart smells on the bus, and there's a load of black and blue, white, and whatever you want to call it, cars. Right, Pina shoes up's a bicycle, only my way. Suffer top, and a sexual looking car. A Brie van, an Octopus energy van. Filled clean, 100% bleach van. The worst is yet to come. Drain on the blocker van, tip of the iceberg van, and rip it you to pieces. A van with two high up people shaking hands, saying agreement on the side of it. Pina shoots up a loud bike, police looking car, and FB van, F.B dog van, and Turner's tanker. Bitchy Timberland Bengals, a loud bike, and snap on van. Right, black sexual time to blue time to about 150 cars, 90% plus, sell out very hard to every car, to every suggestion. Twisted Ball van and Yeps van, Y-E-P-P-S, I think it's spelled like. We Are the Masters van, to buy about 150 cars, 80 to 90% sell out to suggestion of every car. Somerset Race Partnership, Dust Car, and Guarantee van. Grey sexual car, DX lorry. Right, sudden erections, time in a motorbike and sexual car. And 70% for another 300 cars at the roundabout. Getting every car into a black and blue sexual car, pattern or light shaped or gun shaped or whatever. Right, Sneeze is nearest to me on the bus. Possible Boas. Right, I'm off the bus, a load of black and blue timed ahead of me, but before this, there's a grey sexual car timed, a t-shirt saying fucking kill him, followed by a van saying agree, A-G-R-I-I. GSF van, grey sexual car with light on, angled at me. Started cars and boner and loud bikes. A t-shirt that says we are out to destroy you, and it's got a picture of aliens on it. Finally, a sexual car only. Right, I'm back home. Since I've been back home, there's been about 70 loud bikes timed to an erection. There's been a few animal voice sounds and there's been a few threats. There's also been a few bangs in sequence, 2 threats. But there's one thing I want to mention, because the Jehovah's Witnesses issued a magazine which is called The Watchtower, announcing Jehovah's Kingdom #1 2024, and it's titled Right and Wrong, a Guide You Can Trust. Well, it's actually got a picture of a man that looks very similar to the female called Laura, which I mentioned under that sun curse. And next to it, on one of the skyscraping buildings, it says invest in. So Justin, my name's Justin, just a plural suggestion. And I find that interesting, so I'm just mentioning it. Finally, there's been more problems. There's been a police siren as to say paedophile just, and then a police siren to say fuck your, I won't say what the name is, but that happened about 3 minutes after, a different police car. Right, it's the 9th of June 2024, which is known as World Sex Day, unfortunately. And Peter Neighbour's not a very happy person with me. So he's banging in sequence, breaking in, I'm going to fucking smash you with a knife. And someone said they had a tattoo, I couldn't make out who said it. And the devil on tattoo on my arm is to say that I'm going to fucking knife you to the fucking floor. So I need to find out who's had that tattoo. So the next thing that's been banged is you fucking raped children, you're a fucking child rapist. I'm going to smash your fucking head off, take your fucking life away, break all your fucking teeth, break your fucking back, smash your fucking ribs out, take your fucking life away, keep on giving him hell, fucking child rapist, beat him to fucking death, smash his fucking head off, I'll knife him onto the floor and fucking bash him up and smash him into the road. Gonna take his fucking life apart. I want to see the bastard raped as a child in his next life. Fucking sick cunt. He's a fucking woman beater, a child beater, child rapist, woman beater. Gonna fucking bash his fucking head off. Gonna take his fucking life away. Gonna destroy the cunt. He's having a fucking break-in, and the cunt's being fucking knifed down when I next see him, said. And all that's been banged as well, but there's nothing you can do about it. And obviously the intensity's worsening because of World Sex Day and the fact that all this is on sexual grounds.
And like I said before, 99.9% of all problems I had since the start of my life is because of sexuality. The next problem that I've had is there's been a load of burning. I've been getting a lot of stinging eyes, and that's all suddenly increased this evening and through into the early hours, so I'm not very happy. There's a few other things that were said, and that's I got my hands on the trigger, and I'm going to fucking kill the cunt. I'm going to shoot the bastard dead, and I'm going to inject the bastard with HIV and give him a squirt of venom. I'm going to take his fucking life away and other stuff like that. As far as the loud bike issue is concerned, it hasn't actually been too bad. Not for the 8th of June 2024, but obviously we're in the 9th now, and it's starting to increase. Someone says the cunt is going, the bastard's being shot dead. I want to see the bastard raped as a child in his next life for what he's done in this life, and saying that I'm Sven and that I'm a fucking rapist when that's not my name. This is turning out like thunder. This is just the fucking start of all the problems, said. This is turning ugly, and this is turning messy, said, but that's two separate threats. Dangerous paedophile won't fancy older women. The bastard's being bashed in, said. Dangerous fucker won't fancy that shingles attraction, Lisa, said. Someone says if I see him walking about writing stuff down, I'll fucking rip his fucking arms off and break his fucking legs off. The bastard's fucking sick. He's had one break-in where his stuff is stored, but he's having another fucking break-in, and I want him off the internet, and then I'm gonna fucking smash his fucking head off and fucking beat him to fucking death, fucking child rapist, said. 43 should be with someone who's fucking ugly as fucking hell, said. Dribbling at bow whistles is increasing, and this bowl whistling type whistles, which are very fucking irritating as well. The bastard listens to paedophile music. All music that came out after 2003 that's not heavy metal or rock music is fucking child rapist music, said. Right, so there's been about another 250 bangs in sequence to threats. It's been really aggressive. There's been a lot of shouting, a lot of aggressive behaviour outside, and basically all the stuff that I've mentioned is basically being said or shouted in different ways of being said, and rougher terms than I'm mentioning it, etc, etc. I'm going to pull the trigger on the sick fucker. He's supposed to fancy adults with grey hair in his age group, said in temper. Right, these two threats are becoming frequent. I'm going to bash your head in, Justin. I'm going to smash your fucking head in, Justin. Right, someone's getting nasty and shouting, saying sexuality is a fucking problem, and that's what I want. I want him shot fucking dead, and I want him gone fucking fast. The sick cunt's in his 40s. He's only supposed to be with a negative attraction, said in temper. Shouldn't be having sex after the age of 40 unless the cunt's fucking weird and fucking funny, said. There seems to be a bloody type of silvery smell, which is very similar to the type of smell you get when you've been by a bonfire, and the smell is left on your clothes for days on end. Whoever this Sven is that I am being mistaken for has raped a boy child with the same name as someone who sexually abused me as a child, and I'm being told I'm being fucking shot dead or taken out fucking violently. I want the cunt dead. I want the cunt gone. Simple as that, said. 1 AM a gunshot noise and smash you in, Justin, said. Right, so it's World Sex Day, unfortunately, and obviously I'm going out. So I've gone out, and I've been out about 20 minutes or just under 20 minutes. There's been 7 started cars in my direction, 7 people trying to sneeze in my face, and about 10 people coughing in my direction. There's been roughly 120 cell calls or phones in my direction, or people's phones ringing as they pass me. And when I bought a Costa, a hot chocolate, there was a lot of spit talking from the goofy looking types of fat women that were working behind the counter as they were doing my drink.
The artists enjoying I did. Yeah. Explain it to you.
Right, so we've got about 500 black and blue sick grey white cars. There's been a smashed glass looking suggestion on a pink sexual van and a loud bike tying to an erection at the same time. Then blue sexual car being choked by catalytic converter stench. And this road's fucking busy as well. Obviously I just mentioned the setup's coming back, but I wanted to mention something else that's occurred in the last half an hour. But before I go into that, I want to mention the rest of the stuff that occurred when I was at St John's Church in Yeovil in South Somerset in the UK. Well, when the service begins, after about 15 minutes they send the children down into the crypt or the cellar or whatever it is, the name of the room, whatever they call it. And then obviously some of the other older children go to the schoolrooms. Well, one of these girls, aged somewhere between 5 and 8 years of age, came back with her father crying, saying that the vicar or one of the Christian church members of that organisation of St John's Church has sexually molested her. Now this is not a very good suggestion because it's World Sex Day. It's the 9th of June 2024. That's it as far as the church goes, and I've already mentioned a few things that occurred while coming back. Mostly the main road, the dual carriageway, is where the really heavy setups occurred, but walking through the town was pretty quiet this morning. When I got back I took a shower and they timed a loud bike timed to washing my penis and washing my legs, and then later on they timed several loud bikes timed to an erection. So I've been back about half an hour and there's a few things I wanted to mention earlier but I couldn't because I was outside. I've been at St John's Church in Yeovil in South Somerset in the UK for a Sunday service. It's the 9th of June, so it's World Sex Day. After 15 minutes the children in the church go down in the cellar or the crypt. I'm not exactly sure what the name is, the proper name of that room is, but it's under that church. And then obviously the older children go to the schoolrooms, which is in the building next door. Well, this young girl, aged somewhere between 5 and 8, was walking back with her daddy from the wherever it is she went, and saying that the vicar, the priest, or one of the church members that work at St John's Church had sexually molested her while her parents were in the service worshipping Jesus Christ. And that occurred as I was walking out after the service. The next thing I want to mention is there's been a couple of loud bikes timed to an erection, and they've been timing loud bikes as I wash my penis and my legs while taking a shower. When I left the church to come back home to have a shower and do all that sort of thing, there was a few other setups that I forgot to mention, but I can't actually remember what they were, so it was slightly bad. Right, for the last 3 hours I've had to put up with about 300 loud bikes being slammed to my fucking penis going up, or tied to impulses in my penis tied to an erection. And take into account it's World Sex Day as well, the 9th of June 2024. But if we go back, for the last decade or so, they've dropped this action on these specific days of World Sex Day and 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day. But since around about 2021, they've been stepping up this action on all those days as well. But this year, they're going for gold when it comes to the loud bikes tied to erections, and as worst as I've known loud bikes tied to erections for World Sex Day in over a decade. In the short time, I've noticed that there's been a few gunshot sounds. I don't know whether they're coming from outside or in the building. I've been bitten by a tick, so I've had to remove it. On average, I'm bitten every 1 to 4 days. When I'm camping, you can have about 5 to 10, maybe even 15 ticks bite you in one day, but it is extremely rare, and there can be some times in the year where you're bitten every single day by them. But because it's World Sex Day, I'm just mentioning that I've been bit by a tick today. For the last 20 minutes we've got the burning sensation that started again. So I'm getting burning air's face, feet, arms, legs, the whole fucking body. And also the other problem is HIV, I'm gonna fucking stab him, said in temper. Right, so I'm down by the staff office, I've knocked the door and no one's answering, and I want to mention the issue with the burning pain because this is the worst it's been for 2 months. In actual fact, it's the most painful experience I've had to put up with for the last 35 minutes since I went into A&E hospital, going back along. Right, I've been forced out black and fucking blue over the fucking drain cover for World Sex Day because of the intense burning that's occurring at my place. Another black and fucking blue, black fucking white, right? Black and fucking blue, white, Christ, you fucking evil cunt. For sexual fucking days, Christ. You cruelty cunt, you fucking tear apart. Right, Peter, Richie, neighbour, has started banging again to say I'm going to fucking break in. You're being knifed down, and there's been a couple of threats. I don't know whether it's coming from him or someone in his flat or someone outside. But it's kicking off like it is last night. A fucking evil looking coach. A fucking evil, full looking evil robbery looking as well. Sick white, grey. Right, black and fucking blue time, black and fucking blue timed. But before that, a red car mixed with white, and a red car mixed with white sexual car, and a sick car and a choking catalyst. Life down the fucking drain, van. I mean, life down the drain, not down the fucking drain. I'm losing my temper because of the setups. Right, now we've got to put rough people in my direction. I can't avoid it. 3 of them. While trying to write down the previous setups, there's been about 150 cars deliberately being smashed over the drain cover times as I walked past one. That's been hit over at least 100 times. To my ear, Christ. Phone into my fucking ear. I get the message, you little cunt. You spiteful bastard. Thanks to Peter Ritchie, neighbour, fucking about with energy weapons and converting things that you appliances into burning weapons that can go through the wall. I've had to put up with more fucking drains cover. Having your fucking heads fucking smashed in. Someone with a guitar and a bearded type person's fucking threatened to smash my fucking brains out. And then on a Top Gun t-shirt, which has been photographed as evidence, spit talk fucking goes over me. And then I'm choked out by a catalytic converter and a seagull says robbery, ha ha, with bikes tied to erection straight after the cell call that was in my direction. Here comes the night man, a scooter, and then obviously scooter and boner and bike. Robbery, yeah, said in a way of being sexual. I'm struggling to get my say today because they're just ramming up action and loud bikes to erections. They know they're not supposed to do this on the World Sex Day in February the 14th, but like I said, since the lockdown they're just going to kick off and do it regardless. They just want to fucking start war. That's all they want to fucking do. And this action's 4 times nastier and 4 times heavier than what it was before the lockdowns. Right, they're forcing me to go back the other way. They keep on reversing catalytic converters at me, which smells like vinegar mixed with the smell of rubbing 2 stainless steel knives against garden crisp, but 100 times stronger. They know they can get away with it, so they're doing it. Right, the camera battery goes flat, so Seagull needs to say fuck, God, or something like that. Seagull says, sex, yad. That's all you get. Yeah. I just want to mention, I was looking at the internet the other day regarding energy weapons and what causes burning, and it appears to be a kitchen appliance. But it has the ability to go through walls, so what I've been saying in the past is true, and it can burn you. It can also cause seizures, brain damage, as well as burning, and if it's in periods of more than 10 minutes it can actually kill you, and it can also cause cancer. I've had to struggle to put a drink bottle in a rubbish bin because I've been diverted 4 times, just because obviously they don't want me to put rubbish in the bin, they want me to put it on the floor, I guess. Sneezed over 7 times, 4 phone calls, 16 texts, 100 loud bikes roughly timed to an erection in that time period that I've been out, which is about an hour and a half. Seagull says, haha, smash you out. And then there's fart smells. Sad, yeah, sad said. More fart smells. While in the church it says. After leaving the church, fart smell, being smashed out. Everyone knows he's a child rapist, said in fucking temper. Someone says in temper, I'm going to have him, I'm going to rip his fucking head off. And then a red sick car, and then drain covers it over. Right, so I've been photographed, there's been about 300 cars, 90% to every car, like black and blue, grey, white, sexual, whatever. And some drain covers hit over. More loud bikes timed to interaction, and 4 more people have photographed me. While out, I was speaking to a couple of people, roughly about 40 to 50, so my age and a bit older, and I was talking about the issue of burning and possibility of energy weapons and all that sort of thing. Well, apparently this thing, or whatever you want to call it, this energy business, is comes through the heavy metal community, and they were saying that this was going back in the 80s and the 90s as well, but it mainly from the heavy metal community that listen to that sort of music, who are involved in this type of activity, rather than the hardcore rave types of people, or the drum and bass listeners, or the junglist listener type people. Burning reoccurs when I get home, and molested Sadie, Justin said. Right, so I've been back about 20 minutes, and it's kicking off, outside and inside. So there's a lot of banging in sequence to threats. Threats to accuse me of child rape, raping specific girls' names like Stephanie and Sadie or whatever else, one of the same names I usually mention, including Ian, in fact, being mentioned. There's been a lot of banging in sequence to threats. Since I've been back, I've had a lot of burning as well. That's the same as what it was earlier. Like I said, I don't know whether it's energy weapons or whether it's coincidence or a natural occurrence, I do not know, but yeah, it's very helpful that the battery goes flat. Just wanted to mention that it's still World Sex Day, and it's been a really fucking bad day for World Sex Day, I can tell you. Anyway, there's been a lot of banging in sequence to threats, so yeah, not a very happy person at the moment. In actual fact, it's one of the nastiest evenings for the short period of time I've been back for a little while. Right, so it's the 10th of the 6th, 2024, later in the day now, so it's about 6:30 PM roughly. What he's fucking getting is being beat up, alright, said. You raped her at Burnham-on-Sea, Justin said. Smash you out, Justin. 33 is children, Justin. Police sirens to say child molester, Justin. Shouldn't be in, someone says shouldn't be insulting Lisa Pike. That's the sort you should be with now. If someone is sexual, you don't look unless you want your head fucking bashed in, said. Seagull says being knifed, being burgled, and murdered. Claim that I've raped Sadie, with the voice sounds that are occurring. Loud bike's time to erection occurs another 50 times, roughly. You're a sick cunt being put in a fucking wheelchair. There's been 11 gunshot sounds, both inside and outside. Dead Meat said, you're a sick cunt being smashed out, Justin. Penis up to loud bike. That's including the 50th. Yeah. It's written down here. Justin sick cunt burglary banged. Justin having a burglary. More loud bikes. I've already mentioned those. Rape Stephanie, Justin revved. And then obviously another gunshot sound. So that's it at the moment. Right, burning occurs. Another loud bike tied to an erection being shot dead, said. And then time pissing means to time another loud bike. He's being shot if he wants to start trouble with the government, said. And the intensity of the burning's getting nasty and worse. Molested Sadie, off to jail, said. And there's been about 70 loud bikes or erections in the last hour. Right, penis impulses. Going to the toilet, you're looking at another 30 loud bikes. Messages ongoing this evening. Right, so we're going through a bit of fucking trouble at the moment. There's been a car that's been revving outside at St Thomas Cross in Eastville in Yeovil, Somerset. It's the 10th of the 6th, 2024. This happened from 9 PM onwards, maybe a bit before that. And, for the first hour, I didn't really take much notice, but then I started hearing threats being shouted. So the first thing is, what I heard is child rapist, woman beater. And then obviously after that, he said, I have a good clear picture of the cunt, I'm going to beat him and fucking knife him. And that was shouted. He is being fucking beat up and fucking knifed down, said. He fucking molested her. He molested her, fucking raped her, bashed his fucking head off, shouted. All he's getting is being beat up. Alright, said. Raped her at Burnham-on-Sea, said. If someone is sexual, you don't fucking look, or you get your fucking head kicked in. Then you're a sick cunt being put in a wheelchair, shouted. Burn the cunt to death, shouted. The cunt's gone, said. After this aggressive shouting, it calms down, and then there's more revving. That is not Justin, that's fucking Savannah. I'm gonna fucking beat the cunt to death. I'll rip his fucking arms and legs off, fucking child rapist, said. At this stage, a stone is thrown at my window, on the kitchen window, so it's loud enough to break the window, but luckily it didn't. And then obviously after that, Veggie fucking breaking in, child molester, said. Vertical's revving still, smash his fucking head in, he's gone, fucking child abuser, busting in just, extremely sick, you're getting a fucking break in, definitely a fucking child rapist, Savannah just said. And then obviously after that we have the audio recordings of the last little mild parts of what's happened, because I didn't manage to record it because I wasn't taking much notice at the time. There's been an illegal type of gun shot in the building because I can smell the sulphur from it, which is like an oil we burn type of gun. I'm not sure what type of gun it is, but that's occurred. I thought World Sex Day was fucking kicking off. It was even fucking worse as tonight. Being injected with HIV, Justin. 8 times loud bite to erection. The loud bite to erection is off the fucking scale, about 700. I smash you in, Catalin just said. Hospital spastic said. There seems to be like crushing in my head from whatever's causing burning pains. Sick cunt raped her, Javelin said. And in a previous threat earlier on, I've been told I go javelin. Well, I haven't javelled any javelin sticks in my whole life. So strong, said. Shot dead, Justin. Do you know everything's gone at the place where your stuff is stored, said. Fucking paedophile. You're a fucking paedophile. Bash you in, Justin. Bash you in, Justin. And loud bite to erection. And there's been a bit of banging as well in sequence to those threats that I just mentioned. Right, Shannon's not very happy, so he shouts go away. But there's also other problems. There's been another loud bike to an erection. HIV bash you in just, sick cunt Justin, smash you in, take your fucking life away, knife your fucking eyes out, take your fucking sight away. Shouldn't be looking at fucking sexual lookers. You should be looking at old fogies with grey hair and shingles attraction, said in temper, or something similar to that. I'm just wording it in an easier explanation to how it was said. Right, earlier on someone says you copy Scooter's Maria track. Well, I can't copy Scooter's Maria track because it's twisted against me in a sick, twisted and malicious way by the elite or the government. Right, HIV banned, breaking in HIV, stab you, HIV Justin banned, 1 AM banging and a little burning sensation tonight. Right, basically struggling to make it down the road to my place, but before I left there was police sirens trying to go in to the toilet in a way to say paedophile Justin. Walking out, firstly it's a smashed blood looking vehicle, knife shaped looking car, basically like a smashed glass with blood all over it. It's following by that, and then about 200 cars, mostly red, white, with a mixture of sexual, I wouldn't say so much black and blue, but definitely some malicious colours and suggestions in the mints. And I'm stuck here because I've got to write it down because the pen's not fast enough. The action's too heavy for me to state it in time. The smashed glass looking vehicle and the knife shaped car has been timed 11 days every single time I've gone out and reached that road. It's being done deliberately. Right, turn around to go back because the government are fucking going absolutely fucking nasty about it. So they make sure I fucking go in this direction. I put it away, black and blue. There we are, fucking black and fucking blue down in the street, you fucking evil bastards. We make it fucking clear you fuck the guts in and out of people that sexually abuse you as a child. Do you fucking understand? That's the next setup the government are slamming in my face. Sick colour car, GSF van, sick white, fucking sick white, black and fucking blue sick white. Put the fun in between your legs, woolly up motorbike, and I can't say the first name of this vehicle because it'll offend my dad, but it says something, it's a new van name, and it says his middle leg. I can't say the proper name of the van. Right, I've been sneezed up, there's been a car trying to crash into me. Again. Excuse me, can you say that again, what you said?
It's private property.
No, the other bit.
I live here, but you don't. Private property, you're not allowed.
Well, the reason I went there is because
There's no one here that knows drug addicts.
I was writing down to say that the government are timing a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child, tying to an erection.
I have not.
So I'm writing down what I'm fucking writing down. Don't fucking argue with me! Well, you've got a problem, you fucking let 10 Downing Street know. They're the bastards that are setting it up, alright? Right, so there's been a bit of an argument because I'm not in a very happy mood because the government are slamming these setups like fucking anything at me. It's increased for the last 3 fucking weeks. They're getting nastier and nastier about it. There we are, red, white, sick blue, and black and fucking blue timed. Right, cucked and bike tied to an erection and white sick car. Right, I've just gone to go into an area just to get some peace, and back goes car in a parking area, smashed over a fucking drain cover. And as you can hear, I'll go to the catalyst to get stenched out, just so you can hear the noise. Tightly held, followed by a person with a baby in a sling, but take into account that shortly before this there's been a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child tying to an erection. Right, he's just nailing me as that fucking sick with a load of vehicles. There's been about 200 vehicles in black and blue sick. There's been a dumper truck with like a, well, not a dumper tractor type thing, with a sick bowl looking thing. There's been some sort of thing that's similar to that's got liquid in it. It's like overflowing liquid into my direction timed. And there's been 3 mild threats, and I've been photographed being mistaken as a van. Right, the government are pushing me all over the place. There's been about 20 cell calls in my direction sharing radiation. Obviously everyone can do what they like, but it's the way the government or the creator god's fucking organising it in a stupid fucked up pattern. Right, the government seem to be fucking really stepping this fucking action up. I mean really stepping this action up. Unless the creator god's fucking fallen or I'm cursed. I mean, this is going off the fucking scale. This is worse than 2022 now, as far as setups go, yeah. There's been a knife-shaped up 1940s bullet looking vehicle, a gun looking vehicle, a rent-a-kill van, roadkill van, a just-in-time van, a smash-you-to-pieces paper shredder van again, and night attack van, and, what was the other thing? Paying the price bingo van. Fucking have him lost his eye, said by a woman. See you next life, trash cowboy. And the ripping you to pieces paper shredder passing me once again, like as if he's driving around in circles looking for a place and he's lost where to go. And then ha 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 from a flying creature. Ha ha ha, it's funny, innit, Christ? You cruelty bastard, you sexual slaughter fucking tear apart. It's not record breaking, but it's the nastiest it's ever been for setups near the bus station at Yeovil. Basically what's happened is there's been a just-in-time van, but it's not the same just-in-time van that I usually see, which is the one with the cartoon character smashing a double bell alarm clock with just-in-time written in the middle of the clock face, where the clock's glass and everything's flying off the clock. But it's followed by a smash-you-to-pieces rubble-smashing flatbed lorry. We are Expo lorry, time to get busy car, and a jumper saying murder. Right, so I'm on the bus and there's 9 cell calls. So obviously the government want to commit radiation poisoning or try burning me with radiation. There's nothing I can do about it unless the creator's doing it. A man in a red car moves his hand as to say going down. Manslaughter jumper, a brie van and snap-on van via 50 cars, all black and blue and sick and grey white, and a sexual colour or sexual looking. Sexual grey white, blue. Before that lady had a disagreement with me earlier, there was quite a few setups between the last thing I said and when I saw that lady, but I can't remember what they were. But it's definitely a malicious setup and a nasty cycle of things that were occurring in my direction. I look like someone who sexually abused me as a child tied to an erection. Obviously the loud bike issue occurs regardless. And then a just do it top and a number 4 and a U, which says for you on someone's jumper. Your M&S timed Somerset Waste Partnership hunt and kill car. Penis shoots up to another motorbike. Give blood van, lightning fire car, penis up, motorbike and bike, clean hard van. Someone's wearing a t-shirt saying taking your life to fucking pieces, you weirdo. Right, about 200 cars, all and 100% every single car to a suggestion like black and blue or sexual, whatever, or knife shaped, gun shaped. Then there's a Liberal Democrats t-shirt followed by a destroy him gutter cleaning van. The King is dead jumper and speedy van timed. Right, just get with the first sheet first. So we've had die van, Little Angus van, smashed bloody glass looking 1960s gypsy suggestive van, robbery looking lorry that looks like it's made fully out of iron but gives like a 1940s look to it, or like a rugged sort of vehicle. A brie van, clean van, GSF van. I'll come to the rest in a minute. JJO lorry, a sharp blade van, a raging bull van, polar speed van, a black sexual car, do you understand van, chic PDO van, Somerset Waste Partnership, grab lorry, and a van that has mangled words that look like it's all smashed up in a cultic suggested way, or symbols used in a word, like broken words or whatever. And then you've got an upside down W van, a bike up on a car roof tied to an erection, a bike only, a SK van, so it's a plural to sick, and then blue and a blue car, black, red car, Kex van, plural to sex, no chance van, slur of 9 van, so plural to serve time, SLRV9 van, phone call made literally in my ear on the bus, so I decided to get off the bus because I'm getting pissed off of it. Clean bag van, baby bounced in a sling, make love not war t-shirt, and there's a girl that's possessed to say you're going to hell, Joss. She's not doing it on purpose, but she's been cursed to say it. And then there's been about 200 animal sounds, bird, tweets, crow sounds, including dog barks, in the 15 minutes since I did the stop on the last recording because I went to the garage and had to come up here. And birds are saying anything from you molesting girls to you're being knifed down, you're being shot dead, you're going to the fire of hell, you're a child rapist, Justin. And telling me to fuck names of people that sexually abused me as a child and telling me I'm a sick cunt and just taking the piss out of me in many different ways. aggressively and sexual, and nailing me as a child rapist and accusing me of fucking specific girls' names or female women's names or whatever else, as you can hear. And like always, as I push record to do this recording, all these sounds come to a stop. I'm just about to stop it, you see. God's not clearly doing it in time this time. Just keep it on for a few seconds. I have to stop the recording because I need to keep it as short as possible, but yeah, it stops every time I try and get the evidence. I've just spoken to one of the staff workers at Thorn House, Eastville, Yeovil, Somerset, at supported housing where I live, and I was just mentioning the problems that I've had since I've been out, like timing lookalikes to people who sexually abused me as a child, tying to an erection or whatever. And all they were saying is, yes, we agree with that. Yes, we do agree. And I thought, well, if it's like that, I'll put the phone down, so that's what I did. There's a few other things I just want to recap on. When I first moved to Thorn House, they had some documentation, and they were asking me some questions, saying that you were kicking your mother, and that you'd beaten your nan up and stuff like that. And I thought, where's that information come from? And they said it's been reported to social services and all the rest of it back in the year 2003 or 2004. And I said, that's not true. But they won't have it. And since I've been there, there's been a lot of remarks or threats by most of the staff workers saying that I'm a sicko or weirdo or whatever when I passed in the doorway, especially before June 2023. And it still happens at times now. Crow sounds, see if I can get it. Right, so there's been more animal voice sounds. A seagull said, lost your heart. I've tried recording these voice sounds. I've tried push and record about 30 times, but every time I push record, they come to a sudden stop or they turn back into normal sounds. And then when I push stop on the record, they go back into corrupt voice sounds. A man with a German Shepherd dog says, all right, I say all right, and he replies, yep, being shot dead, Savan. After that, there's two rough people that walked in my direction in their mid-20s with beards, and they say, being beat up, and then they go ha ha, and it's like a laugh that goes ha 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 ha, that sort of way. Right, after that, I'd go onto the road for 30 seconds, stepping up, van, timed, then there's a boy wearing a Action Man top, then a capital punishment top worn, then an animal says sick, then a lorry passes saying coming down heavy, and then tip of the iceberg van, and in the midst of that there's about 20 other cars which are black and blue, sick and sexual and whatever. Just this one fucking thing that I want to say now, I've had to do it about 30 fucking times because my mind's going all fucked up, because the creator's fucking cursing me. Right, so basically earlier we had a t-shirt that says, make love and not war. Well, like just now, about 10 minutes ago, there's a t-shirt that said, age is just a number, it's love that counts. So they've been timing those two t-shirts yet again. Now, the next one I want to mention hasn't been timed today, but it's from the same company and it's being mass produced at the moment. It says over the age of 50 is too old, way too old, or something like that. I can't remember what it is, and I'm only 6 years away from that age. So they know what they're fucking doing, these people that are causing this. Right, happy sex day. Only joking. It's the 11th today of June 2024. And I'm being circled with sexual weather, so it's a nice sexy blue sky day, and I would enjoy sex with Laura, you know, or Laura and lookalike, or whoever it is that I'm being cursed with. Yeah, she's my type, yeah, she's got nice sexy skin, she's a youngish lady with smooth skin, you know, the painting that they cursed me with, she's very sexy, yeah, but I'm not going to get that. It's got to be replaced with someone who sexually abused me as a child, and I got to be known as a sick cunt, a fucking rapist, a woman beater, and have my life ripped to fucking pieces before being beaten to death as a replacement to having sex for the first time in my whole life. The only sex I've had in my whole life since the day I was born, or yeah, burnt, I might as well say burnt, yeah, burnt in the fire of God's creation, is being sexually abused as a child, and being ripped to pieces as a fucking child abuser and woman beater and fucking rapist. So yeah, that's right, that's your God, that's my God. Nothing I can do about it, my life's just going to get worse and worse, and the older I get, the nastier I'm going to fucking get. Not only have I been cursed with all this fucking weather curses, like sunshine or whatever else, but I've actually forgotten my other camera, meaning I can't take a picture of what I wanted to take a picture of later, because basically the camera lens is scratched on the camera I'm using to do the recordings of these problems that I mentioned. So there we are, fucking cursed again. I've forgotten my other camera, and I can't use this camera to take pictures of what I wanted to take a picture of because it has scratched lens. So I'm fucking fuming. Seagull says, paedophile being beat up just, and then there's an old bloke that passed me pretending to be sick. Right, I've just passed an open area where you can see the traffic on the road, and they've timed a message to you van, a JUS van, which is plural to my name, Justin. A car, sorry. destroyed a grot plot van, rent a kill van, get a taste of your own medicine t-shirt in my direction, and then straight after that someone's walking past with a death jumper, and then 2 people after that in my direction trying to cough and sneeze in my face. Hey mate, you know you were shouting to say you're gonna fucking smash me in? Will you drop your knife? Look. Not only has this chap dropped his knife, calling me a child rapist, threatening to smash me in, but he was also saying I'm a predatory person that preys on women in their mid-30s, saying I'm a sick cunt and that you need to look at your age. And then he slammed that gate, and that's where his knife came out of his pocket. Obviously I haven't kept his knife because I don't want to get arrested with holding a knife, but I made it clear that he's dropped his knife. He didn't say nothing back when I mentioned that, by the way, and stopped the recording. And then obviously after that I left his knife where it was and I walked on. A sheep keeps going, dead, dead, and then you've got a crow, another animal, saying pervert repeatedly, and then there's been about another 15 loud bikes timed to an erection, and a load of other animal voice sounds on top of the ones I mentioned already. Passing the open gap that I passed earlier on where all the traffic is, I saw a Merc lorry, MRCT, RAA van, which is RA van, a load of black and blue and white sick colour cars, and possibly a grieving van. But because the traffic's slightly distant, I can't guarantee that it's actually said grieving, but that's what I think it said. A rugged, tight chap about 60 years of age basically said, "You're being taken off, you sick fucker," as he passed me, walking his dog. And then obviously 2 people with baseball caps in their mid-20s loudly and clearly said, "You are a child rapist, Sven," while looking into my face. But my name is not Sven. And then after that, they said, "You're lucky I haven't fucking knocked you out, you sad cunt." Right, this is a load of voice sounds that's occurring, but unfortunately, even though it sounds still unusual, it was a lot worse than that before I pushed record. Yeah, it's distorting. Initially it started off a voice, I was like, "Fucking knife, Justin, kill him, you're a child rapist," and all that, but it's like I say, every time I push record it just goes back into normal sounds, or the sounds become warped, as if it's no sound at all. Right, hang on. Right, a tree branch has decided to collapse onto me, nearly hitting me as I walk under it, nearly. Right, it's 1 PM, and I've just had a text come through. But the thing is, nobody's sent the fucking text. It says, dead, 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 and then you've got that explanation or punctuation that looks like an upside down letter I. So you've got 3 of those after the word dead. So when I looked on my phone to see who sent the message, it appears it's claiming I sent the message with my number coming up. So what the fuck is going on? I've just passed an old granny about a minute or so ago, walking a dog, and she's wearing a t-shirt that says, "Sex is a thing of the past at our age, lol." Lol means laugh out loud. Well, it's not exactly a very good suggestion, is it, when you've never had sex in your whole life? And obviously there's a loud plane above. Hang on. I've got to climb over. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's stuck. There's nothing around it. The thing's movable, you know. It's just not moving. It's like it's... I'm not quite sure what's happened with the gate. A few days ago when I came here, that gate was fine. But it can't be glued down because it was moving to some extent, so something's holding it from being opened. In the end, I had to climb over. And if I managed to open it at the time it should have opened, believe it or not, I would have been walking into 2 very sexual type of ladies in their mid-20s with dark brown hair and smooth skin, both having a laugh with each other. Well, they were about 150, 200 foot ahead of me, so obviously whatever was causing the gate to be shut didn't want me to walk into those specific 2 ladies, so that may be why it happened. The other thing I've had to do is change a battery 4 times. I've had to put 4 different batteries in this camera, and obviously the batteries haven't charged properly overnight, so that's another problem I got. At the moment I'm walking through some flooded water, so I can't actually take pictures or get photographic evidence, but I've just walked into a midget granny only in my direction. Right, I've just walked into that person who I saw earlier on, that person who had an argument with me threatening to smash me out, and the person who dropped his knife. Well, he didn't actually see me this time because he was way ahead in front of me, walking in my direction. But I went over into the hair, over this gate that I'm on now, and waited for him to go past, and obviously everything was fine. There's been a gunshot sound from a farmer's field. Someone's wearing a t-shirt saying "No sex please, we're British," but it's not the "No sex please, we're British" t-shirt with the Ronnie Corbett in it, or the film that came out in the 70s or 80s or whenever it came out. This is a different t-shirt. Right, I get bloody say, Life Indefinitely t-shirt is worn by a Christian. It's Jesus Christ t-shirt, and I can't go in that church because there's people in there. Right, penis shoots up's a bicycle only, and grey car, van, and black sexual car. Right, bike time to interaction coming out of the house, bike timed out of the road coming out of the house, and bike down those steps, time coming out of that shop in my direction. Then blue car after that, and that was in my frame timed. Noise evidence. Sick colour car and white van timed. Started catalytic converter stench at the bus stop. Tractor was spiked in my direction, an AIS van. Right, there's several pages I need to mention, but I can't do it because the setups are too heavy. I've literally got to go home before I can say what has been happening. Peculiar Prince van, a Brie van, black sexual, black grey white car, forced to sit on the bus, positioned in a way where someone can sneeze over me. Unfortunately, that does happen. Being packed means there's no choice but to sit in that position. Yellowy gold car, white, blue, white, sick, black and blue, knife shaped, Zimmer frame angled at me, fast flooring van, vicious attack t-shirt, oh yeah car, long down vehicle, sneezed over, loud bike time to interaction with a light on, simply serve van, MOORE van, more van, cheering van, bonus and more bikes, boner and bike out of side area, smashed brains picture on the side of a van, penis up to bike only, white, black, grey, red, sick white, grey, white, colour car, and cars, sorry, and bikes allowed van. After a few more cars, bikes upon van. That's a new van name. Bikes for your pleasure van is another one that's occurred. Not straight away, but there's a few vehicles before that, and also a Michael Winehouse van. Then there's a tractor with a spike, a bucket carried my way, heat radiation van, Somerset Waste Partnership, several more of those, but not immediately. Grey, white, blue, 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 grab lorry, having a smash in time van, broken pieces van, vehicle body parts van, RT Keedwell van, pervert van, spelled PVRT, PJL van, red white cars, black, sick, black and blue, etc. Prepare van, sick white colour cars, up the age van, and as always a time of grannies for you van directly after. Some tall chap that I've never seen before says he's moving into Thorn House, which is this place that I'm living at, saying that he's going to smash every bone in my body, saying I'm a sick bastard and child rapist. So let's hope that doesn't come true. Right, cell calls at me. White, red cars and whatever else. Damage written on the side of a boy racer car. Private ambulance car. It's dirty sticker on a sexual looking car. Joystick car. Lost van. More loud bikes time to erections. The tables have turned van. Teenagers kissing and cuddling and give me a sick perverted look. Sexual car angled at me. White, blue cars and 4 other vehicles reverse at me. Loads of black and blue cars timed and whatever else you want to call it. And a further 300 cars in that sort of pattern, with aid van followed by fuel injection and blood van, and a Bradford's vehicle a white sectoral car, and then obviously I've forgotten what the rest of the setups are because I was speaking to people, and then finally allow bike time to erection. Right, since I've been home it's just been the usual crap, you know, the loud bikes to erections, the threats outside, and a few bangs in sequence to threats. But I'm going to end the video there because obviously I could go on forever repeating the same old stuff that's going to happen later. Right, I've reached the usual church where I want to go, but I can't go in because there's some event, I don't know what's going on. Alright. No, I've had to come down because I'm burning again. Just in the last 3 minutes I started up again.
Yeah, well, it's not, I don't know.
Because it's something my cameras away now. Yeah, I'm not very happy tonight because I'm burning up very bad, Peter.
That's not my fault.
No, but it's you know, it's not good, is it? It's caused by a magnetron in the microwave, Peter.
Pardon?
So,
Again?
it's caused by something or whatever. I don't know.
You said that like magnet in the microwave?
I said it's caused by something like that. So,
No, I told you what's occurring. You're not listening to me.
what is it then? Tell me.
You've got schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia doesn't affect it when it comes to burning.
Yes, it does.
Because I spoke to my doctor when I was living at my old place.
Perceptual hallucination, Google that.
Well, why is it suddenly occurring?
It's not suddenly occurring, you've been having it for ages.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
You said this before. I had it at the beginning of February, when the diesel or whatever it was.
First time you had burning.
No, it's not.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The diesel. I've been here for 3 years. We had the incident with the diesel on the step or wherever it was,
You've been psychotic for 3 years.
and in the 3 years,
That's why you think people want to get at you and they don't.
there's been no issues.
You're not listening to me.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Say what you need to say.
No, because you're not trying to believe me. You need to actually put a bit of effort in to believe in what I'm saying.
Go, what's that then? Go on.
You're a bit ill.
Yeah,
It's
but
not radiation. I'm trying to help
so
you.
what does cause it to come up on the radiation detector then?
You don't have a radiation detector.
Yeah, I do, and I
No,
have
you
an
don't.
EMF meter as well because I've haunted spirits.
Pardon?
I've haunted dolls and haunted objects
So why would you keep that around if you think that's bad for you?
because I don't get voices in my head where I hear things. It doesn't affect me in that way.
Or you think a haunted doll is helping you? For one, it's not haunted. And two, you're just scaring yourself.
So, what do you reckon's causing it then?
You've got an illness. You've got a brain illness.
But how come it didn't happen in the last 2 years that I've been here?
Because the illness changes as you get older.
But I had a different symptom at my old place.
Yeah, that's possible because
But it
changes.
didn't happen when I was here straight away. I moved here and those 2 years were no problems, and then obviously
That's because the illness isn't set in stone. It changes every time.
so it was just
It's a common illness, Justin. 1 in 100 people have it. 80 million people have schizophrenia on the planet. I've got it.
yeah.
I used to think that my mum was putting battery acid in my food because I had intense burning in my stomach, and it was really a perceptual hallucination.
Alright, well what I was going to say is I had a bit of eye problems on January the 1st. Before that time, no problems since I lived there.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you if you're not going to try and listen.
I am, and then you had the incident about 3 days before the petrol, whatever it was, tipped on the thing.
I put a good amount of effort into trying to help you tonight, and it's not for me to help you. I'm not supporting
I know.
But
I
I can give you first-hand experience and advice from someone that experiences or has experienced something similar to you.
Yeah, so
But I'm not a support worker, Justin, so I don't.
no. I'll tell you when it first began. It began several days before the petrol diesel was in the garden.
I don't want to talk to you, my friend.
And then obviously I went to my dad's I was accused of rape in that area when I came back to this place by a couple of people.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
We're not in this place, but from around, outside.
No one's accusing you of rape.
And
You
then
haven't committed rape.
we haven't really had much trouble until tonight with the sort of burning. Now, I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying that started occurring at 10:30 p.m. this evening.
Why do you think that's somehow me?
No, I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying it's caused.
You know
by
it's not me.
No.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the intensity of it's very dangerous. That's the problem.
It's not dangerous, it's just a feeling.
It can kill you. I've read it on the internet.
Radiation-
Assuming it's what I think it is.
Radiation from a nuclear bomb can kill people, but you've just got a microwave in your flat.
Well, whatever's causing it, I've not felt this bad since I was rushed into hospital in
That's
A&E.
because you're stressed.
No, I haven't been stressed. I've had a good day.
No, you're stressed. Right now you're stressed.
I'm a bit annoyed by what's going on, because on the EMF meter and the radiation detector, they're showing 14
I
gigahertz.
believe you're being poisoned by radiation, but either way you're going to have to de-stress, aren't you? If you want to have a good night's sleep, so just do something to relax.
Alright
Wake
then.
up tomorrow morning like it hasn't happened, I promise.
Alright, well, I'll let you get on with it tonight. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Alright.
It's only just the 7th of the 7th, 2024, and it's been really fucking bad, I tell you. Obviously, it's been burning all day, and there's been a lot of fucking threats. In total, it's been 9 pages, but the other 6 I've already mentioned. So it's going to sound bad, but it's got to be said. There's been a lot of banging in sequence to threats because one of our neighbours is going through a schizophrenic episode. But there's also been stuff said and shouted, which is this: sick cunt fucking smashed the bastard, raped her, said, raped Sadie, said, paedophile, said, sick, said, molested Sadie, just, take his fucking life apart, sneaky, punch his fucking brains out, knock his fucking head off, take his fucking teeth out, inject him with a fucking HIV needle, being stabbed, said, bow whistles. Scott and Dan are going to smash him and put him into a fucking ambulance. Scott wanted to take his fucking life back in 2022, said. Smash all his fucking teeth out. Not fucking saying anything at all, said. He's a fucking rapist, said. His name is definitely Saven, said. Gonna smash his fucking head off, kick his fucking head around like a fucking rugby ball, losing his fucking teeth, losing his fucking life, fried a cunt with radiation, dying from fucking... I can't remember what I put there. Ultraviolet tube or something. You're a dangerous mugger, Justin, considering I've never mugged anyone, so... dangerous fucker, said. Several loud bikes to erections. Several going to the toilet. I'm going to cut all that short, but there's been a few of that as well. Still been under 50 since 10 PM, so not too bad. Molested Sadie, Justin banged. Bash you and Justin. Nobody left. Molested a child. You murdered Esme, said. Dave wants you shot dead, said. Gone. Molested a child. Stab you with a HIV needle, just. Life's gone. Head's fucking gone. Blow the bastard's brains out with Tron. Gonna burn to fucking death tomorrow, said. Bash you in, just. What's the next bit? Blow the place up with petrol. Make sure the bastard's in, asleep when he's fucking gone. Molested Sadie, sick cunt. Being raped as a baby when he's reborn into a new life, said. I think this is the right sheet. HIV Justin, child rapist breaking in. Fart smells, molested Sadie. The bastard's going, the bastard's not staying there. Smash you in, dead meat banged. HIV just banged. Mental case, raped Sadie, having a break-in, being shot dead. He's already had a break-in, his stuff has gone out of the garage. That's not good enough. I want to see the bastard torn to fucking pieces. If I catch him walking about past that play school, I'll grab hold of him, I'll smash him in the road, tie his fucking neck with a rope, and tie it to a tow bar and drag him along the fucking road, fucking sick bastard. In my opinion, I'd fucking smash him up and pour petrol over him and set him alight. I hope the bastard gets the guts raped out of him as a child when he's reborn as a newborn baby in his next life. HIV just banged. Raped Sadie, having a break-in, being shot dead. This is turning ugly. You're outnumbered, there's nothing you can do. You're living up to your name just in time, alright? Gonna rip your fucking life apart and take your fucking life away. Being shot dead. Someone says that I raped a boy that has the same name as someone who sexually abused me as a child, but in that threat they're mistaking me as a person called Savan, which is quite normal. Obviously there's daydreaming section actually where allowed by it's time to interaction. Child abuser being bloody stabbed with HIV just. This is just the tip of the iceberg, said. This is just the start of things to come. We're going to drive you suicidal. We're going to rip your fucking life apart until you're dead. Your doctor wants to see you on the fucking street, suffering in pain, dead, being overdosed with medication, said. He knows damn well what's going on, said. You're a fucking rapist, you're having a break-in, you're being shot dead, you paedophile just. I hope that the Creator God lands you in jeopardy and puts you in the fire of hell. And then there's another sheet, hang on, I forgot that. Low whistles, traffic lights just said breaking in HIV music. Paedophile child rapist music just said. Smash all his fucking windows through. Sick cunt, definitely having a burglary. Life gone, raped her Justin. Smash you in Justin, breaking in. Mental case Justin. Justin smash you in, banged. Smash you in Justin, sick cunt, smash you in, lost your life. Get the fuck out of this building, you disabled fucker. Don't like mongrels in this building that are fucking rapists. Smash your fucking head in. Bash your fucking head around like a football. Molested Sadie. Won't be worrying about having a fucking break-in. Fucking beat up and put in a hospital bed, said. This is turning ugly, said. I'm fucking ready, alright, said. He's a fucking liar. He's a disabled sick cunt. I want the cunt fucking destroyed and fucking smashed in. Gonna take his fucking life away. Gonna knife the cunt. Gonna inject the cunt with HIV. And hang on, what's this bit? Won't be working. Having a fucking break-in, said. The staff at this place want him dead anyway, said. They're referring to the supported staff at this place. Several gunshot sounds through the evening in the midst of all this, and some of this is not written out properly. I've had to word it how it was said, but that's just the start of the main problems as we go into the 8th of July 2024.
Shot dead. You fucking raped Sadie Dando. You got to be fucking shot, said. Well, I haven't raped Sadie Dando. That's a load of fucking bullshit. Even when she was a child and when she's an adult. Nothing to do with me. Ricky Hux or Jamie Fenlon is a possibility, but it's coming back at me like a piece of shit. And Scott wants you knife dead. You tried raping Kimberly Hobbs with a 1-foot cock. I don't have a 1-foot cock. I'm not fucking bragging, but I'm not happy with the threats that are being made with what's being said, because it's all fucking bullshit.
Now there's threats because they're saying that Matty wasn't supposed to knife the fucking staff door, that he's supposed to smash your fucking door down and knife you dead in his psycho fucking schizophrenic fucking temper, basically. I've just gone into the corridor and Peter Ritchie, neighbour, is humming, "You had sex with a child, you raped Sadie Dando," but he didn't actually say he was humming it.
All I was doing is...
Go away, Justin. Stop walking all over.
The problem is I've never had sex with a child.
Go away.
Yeah.
Take your meds.
Yeah, I've taken my meds.
You've got schizophrenia.
I
How
don't-
many fucking times?
I don't believe I have that, but I'm not...
Yeah, that's because you're a schizophrenic. That's because you're having a... Fuck off! I don't want to
I
talk
mean,
to you.
I'm not saying you hum that.
Leave me alone,
It sounded
Justin. I
like
don't
you
want to
said
talk to you. Go
that I
away.
had sex with children
away.
and raped Sadie.
Justin, go away.
I will go away, but you're making it sound like I've had sex with a child when I haven't. So why is that
Go
happening?
away.
Yes, but
No, do it.
why do you need me
Just
to
do
go
it.
away?
Because I want to be left in peace.
That,
Leave me
it's
alone.
fine, I don't mind that,
No,
but
you're not. Leave me
why
alone,
did...
though. You're stressing me out. I'm already stressed out. I'm having a difficult night, so leave me
Yes,
alone,
but who's
please.
telling you with this shit?
Leave me alone, please.
Because it's lies and bullshit. I can get the police involved if it really was an issue.
Call the police then. See what they say.
But I'm not very happy about being accused of raping a
Look,
child.
you're having a tough time, so why don't you call staff?
You're having a tough time, are you?
No, you are, clearly. So
No, I'm
call
not
the
having a
staff
tough
and
time, I'm fine.
Call a fucking mind line or whatever.
I want to know why you think I've raped girls or boys or whatever.
Justin, go away.
Because when I went out earlier, yesterday now, I was accused of raping a boy that has the same name as someone that sexually abused me as a child. Because they thought I was Savan. Sorry I'm being annoying, but I'm just saying I'm not very happy about being told that I've raped girls.
I'm telling you to leave me alone, and you're not.
I'll leave you alone then, alright?
Alright, go.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm back in and it's kicked off and I'm burning intensely because of energy weapons, and that's exactly what's being said in threats. You're just going to sit there and fucking die. You're going to burn to fucking death, said. So yeah, very clever. Right, this is not a neighbour, this is someone outside, but this person has said, just hit the bastard off, give him a taste of his own fucking medication, hit him off with psychotic high dosages of medication, get rid of the fucker. That's basically what has been said. Someone outside says it's sexuality that you've got to be destroyed, and if anyone on social media tries adding you as a single lady from America or another country, then the Houses of Parliament over in that country will be bombed and blown to fucking pieces, said. I've just noticed that I've overdosed on my risperidone, which is supposed to be for schizophrenia, which I don't believe I have, but the doctor said it is because of all these paranoid thoughts, this burning, these miracles that you see when there's no words on the side of it or whatever, even though there is. But I have autism and Asperger's, but I've taken one tablet more than I usually do, and I'm wondering whether that's the reason why I've lost my temper this evening, because it happened in the past when I was on the higher dosages when I was living at my old place, so worth mentioning. You're having a break-in, you fucking raped her, alright, you bastard, said. Certainly molested her, Just. Molested Sadie, Just. You're having a fucking break-in, tearing your fucking life apart. I'm gonna fucking smash you up into a hospital bed. You're having your life fucking taken. You're supposed to be fucking shot dead, Just. And the next thing it said is, you're supposed to be fucking smashed up on the railway track and fucking knifed by Scott back in 2022, you fucking spastic. You fucking mongrel, said. You failed to deliver when Labour was in power going back many years ago. You should have been shot dead back then, said. The police want him hit off. That's why he's being forced to take antipsychotic medication, said. Justin, you're totally fucking nutty. You're being stabbed. Not supposed to fancy sexual faces under the age of 40, you sad bastard, said. Negative attraction now, Just, said. Everyone shingles attraction. Supposed to be with Gizmo Lisa, said. Supposed to be with a used, stale piece of shit. Not even supposed to look at single mothers, said. Gonna have him. Stab him. Break in, said. Get a taste of the real world, you worthless, jobless bastard. And get a job. Well, basically, recently there's been some people that have been playing music in vehicles, mostly the rough type people with beards in their 20s and 30s. And basically, this music track says, oh, enjoying sex with a nice, smooth-skinned, sexy lady. Oh, but at least you're getting sex with a smooth-skinned, sexy lady while in a job. And that it's worth working for a sexy, smooth-skinned lady, basically. So they rub it in like that. Breaking his teeth. Murdered Esme, said. Bash you in, said. Bow whistles. Stephanie, Just. Not supposed to have sex with a prostitute, you thick, sick cunt, said. Masturbate, Just. Lost all your stuff, sexuality, said. Robbery, Just. Forgotten what it says, icicles, Just, said. Sick cunt being busted tomorrow, said. Rape, Sadie. Sick cunt being busted tomorrow, raped Sadie, said. Want you dead, meat, Just. Smash you in, Just. Gas cylinders on the roof make sound like they're rattling, but also like there's a timer on them. The next problem is wake up at whatever time it is. Raped her, said. Child molester, robbery, everything gone, bow whistled outside. Burglary, child molester banged, and a few other bangs and a couple of loud bites to erections. Black and blue, sick white, sexual, and a gun-shaped vehicle.
as I turn around to go back, Peter knocks on his wall, and then there's intense burning from radiation or energy weapons, which I'm suspecting to be by Peter Ritchie. When it's switched on, I notice it's like a dum sort of noise, but it sounds like it's a bulb that's turning on, not a microwave as such. It's hard to explain. And then obviously after that you've got the sound of an arcing tube. So it sounds like a tube, a bulb, but in a tubular way that's rattling inside, or is making an arcing noise inside the tube. After that, when I leave again, there's basically a setup to say JK Pike, another JK Pike, a red sexual, and then to tell me it's Red Nose Day and that you're supposed to fancy Lisa Pike and to use your O'Brien van. So basically they're digging at me saying that I'm a sick cunt because I won't fancy Lisa Pike. They're choosing one of the most disgusting, unhygienic looking types of people possible, who is 4 times more uglier than men that raped me as a child, in fact. So I'm being told to have sex for the first time ever with a lady as more negative than that. This is like fucking telling me you fucked the fire of hell and we have ripped you to fucking pieces, you sick cunt, okay? It's as simple as that. The creator god is just fucking buckled, twisted, and a nasty, malicious fucking sexual slaughter cunt that wants to burn me in the fire of fucking hell on his earth using energy weapons. Right, so I just found out that the timetable that I want is an hour from now. So why not reverse a catalytic converter at me, you bastard Christ? Seagull saying paedophile knife dead repeatedly. Spikes up on car roof upright. Love hearts on a vertical. SK to say sick. And a setup to say you're supposed to be with Lisa Pike. Yes, it's supposed to be with shingles attraction. Supposed to be with warts. Rashes all over her body. Misted up glasses. That's right, Christ. Gizmo eyes. Yeah, you're very fucking cool, aren't you, Christ? You fucking sick, twisted bastard. Right, so there's been about another 1,200 cars on top of what's already occurred. But what I wanted to say is before I went out for the second time, is there was an accusation claiming that I stole Sam Gottsel's bike. And then after that, there was a threat to tell me that I'm being burnt to death and that I'm losing my life with energy weapons. As the curse continues, obviously when I take a picture of photographic evidence, it's all failing. The camera wants to switch off or the creator god wants to disguise it. Little malicious sexual slaughter ice axing bastard. Right, I've just been accused of raping a child in an area of where I had to go because of energy weapons that were burning me going back to the beginning of February 2024. So, because I had to go in that area, because this problem of energy weapons, I'm now being accused of raping fucking girls in that area, and it's coming back violently, and I just had an argument with someone. The next fucking problem I want to mention is when I was at my old place at Burnham-on-Sea, this is the reason I had to move to Yeovil, because I was getting eye problems from energy weapons, and I had to keep camping because of it, where they wanted to start the burning at this place. It's not so much eye problems, it's burning. But at the old place I could stay there for some period of time, as long as I put foil on the walls. Obviously you can't do that at my new place, but yeah, so that's what's going on. If I can get my say without industrial force against me and setups being organised heavily to cause as much fucking havoc and as much fucking trouble in my direction as possibly can be fucking caused, then I'll get to fucking say, won't I? Now what I wanted to say is this burning issue has just caused me to get a rapist threat and claiming that I raped a girl in an area where I stayed back in February. Well, this is the reason I had to go in that area to stay, is because I was burning intensely because of Peter Ritchie or some other person using an energy weapon or something that's causing intense burning to a point where it's crushing you to pieces, burning you like cat claw scratch mark pains, and then obviously thanks to this, of me going there, it's caused all this fucking problem of me just getting a whole fucking load of fucking threats slammed in my fucking face on child rape grounds. Right, just before I moved to Yeovil, I had to move to Yeovil because of energy weapons causing eye problems, and that is why I was camping. I'm not actually supposed to be living at Yeovil. I'm supposed to be where I used to live. But, like I said, this eye problem, they wouldn't do nothing about it, and they put it down to schizophrenia without investigating the issue, and seeing the photographs of schizophrenia, and seeing the evidence of schizophrenia, and everything else put down to schizophrenia. And I wasn't very happy about it. However, the social worker, the support worker, all agreed that something's going on before they left and handed me over to the Yeovil place. When I moved to Yeovil, obviously this sort of problem didn't really occur for a couple of years, so you had a bit of eye problems at times, but it's not enough to say it's caused by energy weapons. And then obviously it occurred on the 1st of January, quite bad for 3 days, and then after that threats increased, and obviously threats that I had at my old place were taking place, and threats that go back to when I was living in Bridgewater as well, which goes back 12 years or so ago, is taking place as well now, when it contains a Sadie threat or whatever else. Well, the burning occurred at the beginning of February 2024, and I had to stay at my dad's because of it. In the time period as I was at my dad's, I was there for 6 weeks, and from intense burning for 4 or 5 days, and another 3 days where I noticed it slightly, there was no burning at all in the 6 weeks I went to my dad's, and it started again on visits when I came back to my place. When I eventually came back to stay at my place again, all the burning started and I just had to put up with it. So I'm getting crushing pain and burning and I've got to sit there and take it. And this is what's making me nasty. And they're just saying it's schizophrenia that's making me nasty, when it's actually the burning and intense pain that's actually making me aggressive and nasty and kicking off. And that's why I smashed a candle up in the church going back about a month or so ago. So, you know, nothing's being done about it. It's being put down as schizophrenia. Told to get a taste of your own fucking medicine. Just fucking drop dead and fucking lose your life. We'll fucking medicate you. We'll give you a fucking taste of it, you cunt. You sick cunt. Just fucking go. Just drop dead. That's what they want. Seagull says, lost your brain. Ha 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 ha. 3 sneezes in my face. 2 people cough at me and wet goes in my face from it. There's a motorbike tied to an erection, and then there's a car with 1 light out. Then there's a load of black and blue cars, 6 white cars, and just a malevolent mash-up of malicious setups. Right, so I'm mistaken as Savannah. There's about 20 cell calls at the train station, and obviously there's phlegm coughing that's nearly hit me. There's been 2 more sneezes in my face and 3 more coughing in my face, alternatively to the phlegm cough in my direction. Well, I've been on the train for about 25 minutes and there's been no less than 25 coughs where the spit has hit me in the face or in the eye. There seems to be a lot of fat people who are just coughing and spit talking in my face. 6 lots of coughing in my face, and 1 person accidentally spits in my direction, and loads of black and blue light. Seagull says, shot dead, paedophile, have to masturbate, ha ha ha. Well, that goes against what it says in the Bible, because the Bible is against masturbation before marriage. Being shot, you wait, said. He's going to have to fuck Gina, said. Gun-looking thing on top of a car roof timed, and obviously loud bikes tied to an erection and itchy bumhole, and then obviously I'm being choked up by catalytic converter setups. Penis shoots up a bike timed, and then white car, and then a seagull says, getting a break in, ha ha ha. I missed the bus by about 10 seconds. Seagull says, no girlfriend, fuck you or whatever, so I'm not exactly very happy at the moment. Crow goes, ah, 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 that's saying, you're burning, you're burning. So, 15 samples on the bus initially. Right, the bus is so fucking late that I've missed the fucking next bus home, so I've got to wait 2 hours and do a pissing fucking walk because of the fucking setups of the creator god being a fucking corrupt bastard piece of fucking shit. That's right, gun fucking looking car, you nasty bastard, Christ. Oh, gas, Christ, gas. Alright, gas. Yep, catalyst, Christ, catalytic converter. Get it down my throat, come on. Get it down there, Christ, come on. Go on, get that knife down my throat. Fucking burn me to fucking hell, Christ, you trotty cunt. Seagull's making it clear, you fuck you or whatever. There's nobody left. Okay, Christ, I understand this, you little malice bastard tear apart. Bike up on bike, time to an erection and itchy bumhole. Crow says you are having nothing, Justin, you child molester. Weird, said by a seagull. Go in hell. Seagull says extremely sick, and it's just a repeating issue of that. Penis shoots up's a bicycle timed, my way, and then there's a sex wax dangling on the window of a car. Right, to cut a long story short, there's been about 100 cars reversing at me with a catalytic converter on it, and there's been about 150 bikes either angled timed or timed to the split second to an erection, angled and timed at me at the top of pathways and roadways like they were doing 10 years ago, but redoing it again now. And obviously they've timed about 25 to 30 people to cough or sneeze in my face, and I don't have hardly any water left to wash my face with. Right, Jesus Christ has just caused me to smash my fucking knee into the pole, and I can hardly fucking walk. The actual knee, the middle part of the fucking knee. And this happened while I was looking behind to listen to threats to say smash him, name's not Justin, child rapist. He's a sick cunt being smashed out and gone, said. Shoot dead, it's him, no it is. And that's where I hit my fucking knee. Right, loud bikes to erections. So it's not really erections as such, it's more of a fucking semi-erection and a fucking because I'm in fucking agony with my fucking knee, so I can't fucking get erections properly. But it's being timed in that fucking sly way. The creator is 100% malice, just an evil bastard that tears everything apart in his fucking creation that's living to cause as much pain and agony as fucking possible. With the bastard's only Coldplay with me, telling me to fuck the guts in and out of people that rate me as a child, telling me that he's ripping me to fucking pieces and that I am my life in jeopardy. Crotty cunt. Creator God's just absolutely fucking malice, stopping me getting the shot by sneezing, everyone causing everyone to sneeze in my face. Yeah, sneeze in my face. A sneeze in my face, Christ. It's a sneeze. It's just a sneeze. It's a sneeze, yeah. You fucking crap bastard, fucking twisted, fucking cunt, Christ. Sexual slaughter, fucking tear apart. I have no choice in the matter, but I've got to have a catalytic converter smashed in my face. There's been 17 already, with an exhaust that smells like vinegar and rubbing two stainless steel knives against garden crest, except 100 times stronger. Drain covers it over. High SS fan. Starting to sore throat, sweet smell again in the shop. I walk out, there's a Sue t-shirt, and then obviously they want to make the suggestion that you're being smashed with blood everywhere in glass, smashed blood looking suggestion with a Scott t-shirt. So I'm in fucking pain with my knee, and all I'm getting is fucking radiation pumped into me by fucking cell calls slammed in my fucking direction and sexual smartphones, sex phones. They need to put the plot into execution, and I'm the fucking person that's being put into execution. In the last month, the creator gods tried to smash my fucking jaw up by causing me to have to climb a streetlight to avoid an overhanging trailer ripping my fucking legs off. And also, the evil bastard is now trying to break my fucking legs as well. Sneaky little cunt. Seagull sex, kissing and cuddling by teenagers. Seagull says shoot dead, ha ha ha. Seagull says fuck, and I won't say what the name is. Loads of cell calls at me. Police car with lights flashing, and Wayne's lorry timed. Right, I'm struggling to walk back because I smashed my kneecap in, as I mentioned. Cadbury van, Foundry van, red, white, grey. Bonus, a motorbike, and Cess van just before. Right, as I'm limping, it means putting rough people in my direction. That's really sneaky, creator God, you sneaky evil bastard. Back home, and we've got this problem. Push, cycle said, and then the burning starts. So obviously they're accusing me of stealing Sam Gottsel's bike, and then there's energy weapons to try and burn me to commit murder on me in a sly way. Breaking in, just. Dead meat, paedophile, dead meat, bogus orders. People enjoy sexual sun. Right, sir. There comes a time when I have to be told and get shouted at to be told I'm sick, cunt. Yes, I'm sick, Christ, fucking sick. That sun has caused a lot of trouble today, pal, and it's fucking stopping, you crotty cunt. You want me sexually slaughtered, you want me destroyed, Christ, and you want to tell me to get a taste of my own fucking medicine, get it down your fucking throat. We want to fucking knock you off with fucking whatever it is the home treatment team give me, that fucking medication. It's alright in small dosages, but you're just taking the fucking piss out of me, Christ. You're absolutely fucking taking the piss, pal. Right, a crow saying I rape people. A crow saying, knife down. I'm sick, Christ. I'm sick, Christ. Get your fucking animals to talk. Enough's a fucking enough, pal. I've had enough of it, Christ. It's going to stop, pal. You're not going to take the piss out of me anymore, Christ. I'm retaliating. You're just an evil bastard. Just absolutely fucking putrid, you cunt. Right, those two chaps said, stop the cunt. Stop the cunt. See him like a fucking child rapist. That's what was said. And then the winner takes it all was playing by ABBA as a pop music track, and obviously I can't take a picture of that because of Sexual Sun.